Fanspeak, where the plan runs deep. The team grind hard, don't eat, don't sleep. From best ball dreams to DFS streaks, they help you print money every single week. No cap, no gimmicks, we breaking limits. NFL bets, yeah, we live this business. Degen Steve, that OG vision. Draft room killers on a lifelong mission. More stress to the Sunday spread. Fanspeak's that voice that's inside your head. Best ball, DFS, NFL bets. They built it brick by brick, no regrets. Fanspeak team, printing money since day one. Fanspeak, forever.
Welcome back to the Fanspeak Network and another Friends of Best Ball. But today it's a very special Friends of Best Ball because we have 3 winners from our Fanspeak fam who won different contests in our Discord, or we have some runner-ups in there too. That's all good. But shout out to Mike Robb, who ran contests in our Discord for, let's see, Super Bowl, March Madness, and NFL Draft. Missy, do you remember which one you won or came in second?
I won the NFL Draft.
NFL Draft. There we go. Okay, so won the NFL Draft contest. The winner gets to draft a BBM with me, and I will try not to force my exposures on you, but we are going to draft a winner together. We both, Missy and I both got the hat, so I'm not going to use government names. OSUMissy in our Discord. But how are you doing today? How are you feeling?
I'm doing great, and I'm ready for us to take down this BBM. We'll be the first women duo to take it down, right?
I mean, what a story that would be, right? I mean, I love it. Both with our hats on, looking good, feeling good, ready to draft some winners here. Okay, instead of like a this or that with our Fanspeak fam today, I just want to kind of get some background. Like, I like getting to know you guys better. We talk a lot. We have lots of fun Discord messages. Of course, link in the description for our Discord. It is free to join. We have a lot of fun combos in there. And then, we're almost, thank God, in season, and we'll have a lot of good combos in there for DFS and Underdog dailies and NFL bets. So link in the description for our Discord. Also check out our Substack. Of course, only $28 a year or $8 a month. Highly recommend. Pretty cheap. You get a lot for it. Link in the description for that. Okay. First one is just, I don't know if I know this about any of you. Do you have an NFL laundry, a team? I know OSU, but do you have an NFL team?
Yes, I do follow any OSU players, and that's probably my number one take, but I am a Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan.
Oh, Baker. I'm a big Baker fan. Okay. I have to ask now, follow up. Did you watch Quarterback 3?
I have not watched it.
Okay. All right. So are you a big Baker fan?
I have mixed feelings on Baker, so I've overcome. I like him now. I didn't like him before because he planted the Oklahoma flag on the block at Ohio State.
Okay, now that's coming back to me. Now. Yeah.
A little tension there. But yes, and growing up, I was a diehard Browns fan. But then the Browns left me first. So they left me with Baltimore. And so I was living in Tampa at the time, and my husband's, now ex-husband's, family had tickets on the 50-yard line, 10 rows up. So I became a Tampa Bay fan back in the All-Star days and all of that. So
okay, so that's continued. You still, got a couple of fun playoff, the past couple of years, and of course Super Bowl with Tom Brady. So that's exciting. Okay, I highly recommend, if you've come around on Baker, watch Quarterback 3 on Netflix. It made me love Baker so much more.
He plays hard. He gives it all for his team. So, I've learned to love Baker, but yes, it was hard at first.
Okay, we will get into more questions. Let me say hi to our wonderful chat. Of course, we got our guy Brett. Have a good draft. Thank you. Going to be an amazing stream. Again, big shout out to Mike. This is the reason we're doing this. He set up these contests in our Discord. He does so much for us behind the scenes. So shout out to Mike making this happen. Frog Clone, great to see you. GM to you. Of course, my brother, DJ Quill, Megan, Missy, absolutely good to see you. DJ Quill, Air Jeff with the aloha, love to see it. Crossface, using the rookie guru emoji. We got Al Boogie in here. Don't let her take Najee Harris back up, according to Jordan Ronan. Okay, now Steve's trying to tilt me. I'm trying to stay focused here, Steve. All right, and good to see you, Charles, of course. Okay, so Tampa Bay is your laundry, is your fan, your background. Okay, what is your background into fantasy and specifically best ball? What got you hooked?
Yeah, so this is my 3rd year playing best ball. literally I was on YouTube and just scrolling through in Flock Fantasies.
Okay. It's always good to hear the origin.
Up on my stream. I dropped 100 drafts, 1,000 drafts, whatever it was. And those thumbnails kept coming up. And so finally I watched a couple of this. And my favorite part of fantasy has always been just drafting the teams.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I hate selling players, buying the swaps, trying to set lineups. So I never really got into all of that. I mean, I did it at work and it was fun with friends and stuff like that. I mean, I did it back in the old days where we had to wait for the scores to come out in the paper. It was like stone tablets and stuff. And so that was, fun because, that was very early, magazines came out and you'd go through the stats and you'd wait for the paper to come out. So I did that with friends and fun, but really more recently, it all came down to just really enjoying drafting. And so, this is my third year doing it. And now I've expanded out from football into the EPL streets and baseball as well.
Yeah, I heard you and Coolers talking, or saw you and Coolers talking about EPL. I have no idea anything about that. But yeah, I'm pretty much NFL and then golf for best ball. In betting, like I'll play around with like baseball or basketball or something like that. But it's pretty much NFL and golf, which has been nice now that like when NFL season I got into golf. But I'm struggling now because golf season, it's kind of, winding down. So yeah. All right. So that's the background. I like the background. Well, that leads me to one of my next questions. I'll jump to it. It wasn't going to be the last question. You found through Flock Fantasy. How did you find Fanspeak Network?
You know what? I honestly can't recall. I think it's just a matter of fact. Like then I think Dog Pound was like the next one I watched. So Pat stuff, and then just kind of and then PPR Tyler was one of my early ones too. And then I think you guys were kind of like right there after PPR Tyler and that. So I've certainly watched you guys for a couple of years, but it just kind of snowballs. How your stream comes up. And then obviously, sorry, that coffee just went down the wrong pipe. I was just enjoying my early afternoon coffee here, and it just went down the wrong pipe. So now I need the Gatorade follow up. No, Pat's great. He was on Toxic Tower the other day, and I hadn't seen him in a while, and it was good to just see his face again. He's great, and I think just us all doing shows together help each other out, certainly as we were coming up. So that's good to know. I'm going to ask each of the other two guests as well. Okay. So the other two big best ball related questions are your biggest stand, what mine are, and your biggest fade this year. Yeah. So I think my biggest stands are, I am hugely on Baker, and he is my number one drafted player overall, quarterback, whatever. And then one you're not going to like is I'm on LN on Woody Marks.
Okay. I mean, apparently I am on the wrong side of that one. So I saw so much good, it was at the game. Yes, he played last night, right? I can't even keep up because
it was last night.
Last night, yeah. And I'm like, wow, maybe I really am, his second year. And so I am only have Woody Marks with Steve. So maybe we can get a Woody Marks share today.
And my biggest fade early on is certainly Justin Jefferson. I just can't get on the Justin Jefferson train.
You're lucky you're not drafted with Steve.
So that's probably my biggest early fade for sure.
Okay. So Justin Jefferson, early fade, and big stand, Woody Marks and Baker. I like that. We got Steve in there. He is in the on deck circle. Steve will be joining us after this draft and then PeanutPunch. So I didn't get a confirmation from PeanutPunch, so hopefully we're good there after that, but 3 in a row, and I'm looking forward to it. Good to see you, Jeff, with the boom. Okay, I think that wraps it up. Oh, okay, and then the last question is, where do you side on Scatabo and Roger Stacks?
I'm good with Scatabo. He's fine. I am not taking Rogers early, not 30 rounds early.
You'll take him in the 140s, 150s like I do?
No, I typically will take him, if I have a stack or if he just falls. So I'm at the field with Rogers, and I thought I was underweight, but I did look, and I am at the field.
Okay.
Rogers.
All right. I just have to know where we stand. So if you're like, no way, I won't push it. This is your draft. You won this, but hopefully we can have a fun little collaboration here. Yeah, draft a finals team. That would be pretty fun. So whoever wants to join us, I will count it down in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Enter. I'll do the confirm there, and then waiting on. Whoa, we got in a new room. Hopefully, I didn't mess anybody up there. It's filling fast, but we are in a new room, so hopefully nobody got in the pre-flow. If you wanted to jump in with us, of course, we do Fanspeak Fam team reviews for our YouTube members. But yeah, 8 more people if you would like to join. So, what are your favorite contests here? I really only do BBM for content. Like I let myself have a couple fun ones on my own. But I'm sure you've heard me talk. I like marathon. I like sprint. I like, the good advance rate. Do you have a particular favorite contest?
I do enjoy the Superflex, and I think that's just because they're different.
Yeah.
And I do think like I did a couple of the ones yesterday, and I thought there was a huge edge because they hadn't dropped one for a while.
Yeah.
And so players' rankings were all off from where they've been, and so those are fun. But again, similar to how you feel about sprint and marathon, it's just nice to mix it up in a variety of things.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of over the puppies and stuff. I feel just tired of it. Certainly do some of the cheaper contests, but I've been trying to get into some of the bigger ones. But I've been so much in the EPL streets a lot because it's closing today. It was like an hour. So that's where I've been spending my time the last week or so.
Okay. We are at the 4 spot. Let me see if I notice anybody else. Kramer, I believe, is a Fanspeak Fam or potentially gets in our drafts. Let me know if Kramer or anybody else, let me know your pick number and if you are in here with us. So
any concerns about Christian McCaffrey with him sitting?
Yeah, I know in my rankings. I don't think I have my updated rankings in here, but I was taking him 4 or 5, and then now I've been kind of letting him fall. I'm not truly concerned, even though yes, it is hard to trust the 49ers. But I have been letting him fall. I haven't been taking him as early. Where do you stand on that?
I was taking him, but now I'm starting to see and feel about how they pulled the rug on us 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And then they just keep bringing in all these other backup running backs. So I'm starting to get a little concerned.
Yeah. Because based on my ranks, I do have him ranked right there, but then we can sort it by ADP. Okay. Kramer is in here. Good to see you, Kramer.
So I'm either Puka. Well, obviously I take any of the fallers, but Puka or JSN or even Amon-Ra. Which of those 3 would you prefer?
I would actually prefer Amon-Ra. I need to reload the best ball overlay. I'm just really, as you could see, I have Amon-Ra ranked the highest. I'm just worried with, I have a lot of the running backs ranked earlier. So I would go Amon-Ra, but if you really want Puka or JSN, we can do that.
I'm good with Amon-Ra. He's consistent.
Yes, he's consistent. And I think, I love Gibbs, obviously, but I think that we could even see with the Monty side gone, we could even see maybe some more passing touchdowns this year. And so, but he is, like you said, he is just Mr. Consistent. So yeah, I think he is after Chase is obviously my favorite receiver in the first round. It's Amon-Ra next for me. Just, Mr. Consistent, love the Lions offense, indoors, all the reasons. It's not that I don't trust like Sam Darnold or JSN. It's just, I am a little worried about Kubiak leaving. I'm a little worried about that. And then the Puka thing, it's not really the suspension. It's more, and I talked about this last night, like they seem to really, really be looking for receivers this offseason. And so that made me a little nervous. And then I just think Devontae Adams is just still such a red zone monster. I definitely think on PPR sites, I like Puka more than I do on Underdog specifically. It seems like Terrence Ferguson's gained a lot of buzz in the red zone too. So that's kind of where I'm at there. Do you have a lot of Ferguson or? I was looking today, it was this morning because it is, I think maybe it was in the Toxic Tower Discord, someone was mentioning, I was like, oh, how much? And I don't have that much, actually. I have more in like the marathon and super flex format, just getting it to him so late. And so I don't have as much as I'd like of Ferguson. For some reason, the whole screen's not showing. There we go. Okay. So, I love getting, obviously I love having one of the first 3 picks. I just don't like this side of the board as much as I do the right side of the board. Do you have a stand on that? Like liking a certain pick number?
Anything but 6, 7, 8. I'm kind of good with the end, the goalpost, so to speak.
Yeah. Oh, good work. Listen, that is awesome to hear. Yeah, right smack in the middle of the day for you guys on your lunch break working. Good to hear that. Okay, so I can sort it by ADP. Top of the board is AJ Brown, Bowers, London, Nico, Pickens, and Neighbors. I have been trying to pull up more Neighbors, but what do you like to do here? Obviously, still 2 picks away. Brown goes.
Nico would be my choice if he's there.
Yeah,
he's kind of my favorite, but I do like Neighbors, and Pickens would be my other 2.
Okay. They're all up there, and none of them have bye week 6 either, which is kind of nice, because that, I wouldn't want to really start. That's not my favorite thing to do, is start like 2 running backs, 2 receivers. So do you want to go Nico? Okay, sounds good. Yeah, with the injury to Higgins. Nico
is ripe for a good game, and if Stroud doesn't get a contract done, he's playing on a contract year, which is similar to Baker. I'm just going to think that he's going to perform better.
Right. So Pickens is if Pickens somehow fell, that would be a smash to me. But any other, what do you like around this range? I would be shocked if we get him. If not, I don't mind Kyron. I have guys like way up, obviously. So by ADP, what are you thinking here? So Pickens does go. Top of the board is Rice, Love. I'm not very much on McBride, but if you wanted to go that way, we could. Kyron, Zay, Breece Hall. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I would probably either go. My choice would be probably Kyron. Let's go with Kyron since he's there.
Okay. Well, 14 seconds.
Again, I would have I really like Olave, and I've been pulling up, but he's gone. I would have even pulled up Javonte or somebody like that just to get a running back in here. Or T. Higgins was my.
Yeah. All right. Let's go Kyron. I do like at this turn. I feel like it does push you, and maybe that's why I like the backside better, because this side does kind of push you more receiver heavy, I think. And it is nice getting one there. And I think this Rams, with the defense, I do think, and I talked about it last night, that was another reason with Puka, is I do feel like, Matthew Stafford had a very, his touchdowns regressed so high. I do think that's going to come a little bit back to normal, which maybe means even if there's a split with Corum, that we're going to get, plenty of Kyron touchdowns. So I still like Kyron in this range. Yeah,
I've been going a little bit of 0 RB on this side of the board lately, just because it does push you towards.
It does kind of, yeah. Well, Cooler says hello to my soccer nemesis, the face of the enemy. That's good. Have you guys been in rooms together?
We were in one yesterday. Was our first one.
Really? Okay, yeah. That's funny. Yeah, I know nothing about the soccer streets, but love to see it too. So, are you big in the Underdog dailies in NFL in season?
I am not, but I did win one 2 years ago. I won.
That's awesome.
One of the contests. I remember the prize was $1,000. I don't remember what the contest was called, but I did win one a couple years ago.
Was it the extra point? That's what I won on Christmas Day. That's how I got the goat horns.
No, I don't think that was it. But
okay, I didn't know if all the ones with the 1,000 was like yeah. So
but I'll do, so I will jump in occasionally, but it's kind of like when I get a win where I'm just bored. I'm like, let me jump in and see what I can do today, or I think it's an interesting slate or something. And I won with some scrolls too. So just
did you? Okay, very cool.
Overperformed for sure.
Very cool. All right. We so as we're waiting to come back up, what do you what's your favorite type of NFL Degen? Do you get into NFL betting, DFS on like DraftKings, or are you just kind of portfolio watching?
I'm just portfolio watching. So yeah, I'm pretty quiet. Like I said, I'll get in and mix it up every now and then. I'll get in, when I get bored. If there's nothing exciting going on, then I'll jump in something. But largely I don't. I just watch.
Okay, sounds good. Portfolio watching is fun. The sweats will begin here in just a couple of weeks. I mean, Camp Scotto is still there. I'm just saying, but no pressure.
Would have gone Wilson had he fallen back, but we can go with Scottaboo here. I'm good with that.
All right, we get the little fall thanks to Jordan Rana. I think it's all FUD here, so I'll take it. We start 2-2. We're coming back up, so I'm happy here. We start Kyron and Scatabo. Amon Ra Nico feels very solid to me. Back up at 52. Top of ADP. Well, I'd queued a bunch, but top of ADP is Jacobs, Burden, Montgomery, Terry, Evans, Tootin, Adams, DJ Moore. What are you thinking in this area? Loveland already went, yeah.
Let's see. I'm probably either Evans or Moore.
Okay, I'm fine with either. Yeah, I like both. I have both. Obviously, I have Evans ranked aggressively. I probably bumped him down a little bit. This isn't my most recent update. But either one is fine with me. Any strong leans either way?
No, other than Mike Evans looked good in his shorts yesterday, as you pointed out.
DJ Moore goes. So did you want to go with that?
Yeah, let's go with Evans.
Okay, sets up another potential stack too, which is always nice. I love Purdy. Though I feel like since you put it out in the universe about Baker, I love Baker. We were talking, and I was saying you got to watch quarterback 3. I feel like, I don't know. Now we might need to look for, Mike says peer pressure at its finest. Now we might need to look for like a Godwin or a Baker stack or something. But no, we won't force it. Let's try to be professional here. Okay, so Jeff says that's how he likes to operate too. Get the bets in, watch the season play out, enjoy the games. Not this girl. This girl is in her sweats every single, now in the NFL season, gosh, especially during the end of the season, I feel like we get games like 4 or 5 days a week, but 3 days a week. I like my sweats for, underdog dailies and DFS too. And of course, NFL bets. Good to see you, GAB. Appreciate you stopping in, and a good reminder, smash that like button for the ladies. I like that. Very nice. And I didn't even do Rudy Cam yet. For
Rudy.
There's Rudy taking a snooze, being a lazy bones.
So the training clearly has worked. He's much calmer.
He hasn't bit my hand once since he's gotten home from training. So I'd say that's pretty good. No, it's amazing. Yeah, he's been really good. Still have some work to do on the leash. I got pulled pretty good today. And yesterday there was construction on both sides. I'm in the city in Baltimore, but it's not like a city feel. It's like very neighborhoody. So it's not like that crazy. So to have road work on like two streets that like is around my apartment building, ooh, that was rough yesterday. My shoulder took one for the team with Rudy yesterday. So we still have some work to do on walking on the leash, but definitely I don't know that he'll be still allowed on it when I'm on CBS shows in the fall, but I don't know if we are that far, but he has been really good since he's gotten back.
I went to a really good Mexican restaurant in downtown Baltimore, but it was in like a neighborhood.
Oh, okay.
Just outside of downtown.
You remember what it was called?
It's been a few years, but it was really good. If I can find it, I'll send it to you. See if you're
yeah. I know there's this one that I went to, and I went and met my friends, and I only enjoyed like the chips and salsa happy hour. Yep. So, but that'll be interesting to see. Okay, do we have any stacks here now? Okay, so top of ADP at pick 69 here is Jay. A lot of quarterbacks.
Let's go Ramondre.
I like that. Ooh, I like that. Good call. So that's easy, and then we can talk through another different. Oh no, it is same as Kyron, but that's totally fine. I like that. We start 3-3. I really like the nice and balanced start. So I have it sorted by ADP. Wow, Jonathan Brooks has risen to 77. I did not realize. I have been pushing him up, but I'm not. Whoa, I did not realize he was that high. Where do you stand on Jonathan Brooks? Have you taken him much? I like him, but now he's getting a little expensive for me. That's pretty wild. I think we can wait on quarterbacks with Goff and Purdy.
Yeah.
So top of ADP.
Sort by wide receiver. Let's see.
Yeah. So QJ Metcalf, I'd wait on Lemon, Scatterbo.
I'm
Whoa.
good with QJ.
I'm fine taking you.
Yeah,
Want to
let's
go
go
QJ?
with QJ.
All right, there we go. Wait, did Godwin already go? I was just thinking that. He did. He just went right before. Okay. That's a bummer.
We may not get Baker, but we can already get back him.
Yeah, because I was going to say it would be good in one of these two picks Purdy's been falling a lot though too. We might even be able to get like a quarterback at 100, 117 between, Purdy, Goff. If we wanted to backstack Baker, we might even be able to get two there, and then starting 0, 3, 4, we have a really good base at running back and receiver. So that's nice. So
yeah, I'd say I think you and I are similar. Typically take a lot more of the later tight ends as well.
Yes. Okay. So you typically do too. Besides Pat Fryermuth, who are some of your favorite late tight ends?
I have been on the Ferguson train lately. Yeah. I think now, and I wasn't on earlier, but I think Schultz is going to be a good pick with the injuries to Houston later, but I wasn't on him earlier. I just kind of mix them all up back there.
Yeah, a lot of good of the Fanspeak fam, the Muth emoji, the Rudy emoji, like that. Yeah, blue crab season. That's true. I've never really gotten into the blue crabs though. I noticed Rudy's been drafting a lot more Cam Scatterbo since he's returned from training. By waiting, Jeff always has some good one-liners too. By waiting on quarterbacks, do you mean Rodgers? So were you like, I gotta dodge Metcalf or else she's going to force me to take Rodgers?
No, I wasn't, because there's still other options, because you can always backstack him too with the tight end. So.
That is true. That is true. We know I'm not afraid to backstack with Fryermuth, and that is true.
One of my late tight ends that isn't widely drafted, I've been doing a lot of Theo lately. I just think that he has an option to play. Because likely he's hurt often. And I just think he might see the field, and they might want run 2 wide receiver sets. So I've been taking some Theo late as well.
Okay. Yeah, no, absolutely. I definitely could see them running some 2 wide receivers. And he was a big red zone target for Dart last year. I mean, obviously
we could take Herbert here. We could take Purdy, Herbert.
I was gonna say we have a lot of, in the next couple of picks, we have a lot of options. So if you wanted to take Herbert here with QJ, we certainly, that is a fall if he comes to us.
Yeah, I would say take Herbert if he's there.
Yeah. 10-pick fall. What is happening?
Their center got hurt last night or yesterday. So maybe people were scared of that. Herbert, the Chargers take Herbert, but their center got hurt.
The center, Biotish,
everybody's hurt, but
Oh my God, I know. It's so crazy. I feel like I'm in a constant state of the Phillip Rivers gif right now, just sweating out all these injuries. So did you want to double tap quarterback here? Yeah, I think that's fun. So
do you have a preference for Purdy or Goff?
I probably 1-for-1 Purdy, because he does offer a little rushing upside too, but I'm as you can see, I'm aggressively ranked on both, and I'm over the field on both. I love both, so if you were like, okay, so Purdy goes, Goff could fall back to us, but it's not like anybody else here I have to have.
I think we take him. I'm good with taking him, because we pulled up Amon-Ra.
Yeah,
so I say we take him.
That's true. That's a good point. I like this. I like this start. So we start 2, 3, 4, nice and balanced, and 2 ladies that are comfortable with a late tight end room. Herbert, Goff, both stacked. Kyron, Scatterbo, Ramondre, Amon-Ra stacked. Obviously, Nico, Evans, and QJ stacked with Herbert. I really, really, really like this start. How are you feeling?
I like it. I am worried about. I do take Pitts. Like often, we'll take Pitts in this range. Like he's kind of the first tight end I will take. And if last week's game's anything, it's the only person who's going to do any receiving for the Falcons. But I do worry about being underweight on Fannin, because he played well last year. And
he did. Yeah, I have him ranked lower just because I know I ding the Cleveland receivers too much, but I think it's that they added those 2 receivers. I know Steve's really high on Concepcion, but I think Boston has looked good in camp too. So yeah, I am lower on Fannin. So you take in this range, you don't mind taking Fannin or Pitts?
No, I don't. This is kind of where I take, start kind of if I want to. I will take some Bowers and Loveland early,
Yeah.
but usually this is the range where I might start thinking about it. Specifically if they fall, then I'll jump on them. But
right.
Otherwise, I tend to grab most of mine in the last 5 rounds.
Same. Yeah, no, same. I really am comfortable with those tight ends. Yeah, no, Rudy's not starting on pup. He's ready for week 1. He'll be sweating it out with his psycho mom. Good to see you, Sam. Favorite old receiver? I'd have to say Keenan Allen. Do you have a favorite old receiver? Well, yeah, Mike.
I'm gonna go Evans.
Mike Evans. Yeah, I would to go Mike Evans. Yeah. I'm with coolers. I just struggle with all the Browns clicks because I'm just so worried about that quarterback play. And honestly, that's why I've been struggling with even like Drake London and Falcons too. I'm just really worried about the quarterback play from, especially the Browns. So
Falcons certainly looked bad last week.
Yeah.
Who are we looking at?
Whoa, that came quick. Okay. Baker's there if we want to go wild and backstack. ADP Pitts is there, who you mentioned. Anything else?
Let's do it. Let's go Baker, and then we'll have our 3 QBs.
I like it. Hey, it keeps me from doing another Rodgers stack, which, I'm not complaining. I'm pumped about that, but it's good to diversify the portfolio. We had the Baker talk. You're a Tampa fan, Baker fans, 3-3-4, we can backstack him. So what are you like in here? So we're obviously done at quarterback. Top of the board ADP coming up at 124 is Worthy, Rashad White, Myers, Kelsey, Kincaid. So there are some tight ends if you wanted to get involved there. I don't mind Debo. We didn't get Purdy, but I still don't mind him. But yeah, what are you liking here?
None of them.
No, this is why I don't mind triple tapping quarterback, because I'm like,
let's go Coker.
Yeah, I like that. Getting the 5th receiver, and I believe a different bye week. I think that's sharp. I like that. So we start 3-3-5. Where is McMillan going now? I have a ton of him. I don't have my ownership pulled up, but he's 154. We come back since we have a big break, 141, 146. I don't know that he'd fall to 165. So
yeah,
I don't know where you stand on that, but I just
always do late tight end with Otten. He's not my favorite, but I honestly think Otten might have a good year. But
no, I've been taking a good bit of him just because I am open to backstacking so much. Okay, GAB asked, where is the Buckeye receiver? Okay, I know you love your Buckeye receivers, so GAB is asking the tough questions.
I love them all. They kind of are on the other side of the board largely. I guess we could have probably gotten Marvin Harrison, but I didn't really look. But yeah, and I guess I did get the option of Amon-Ra over JSN. So
yeah, that is true. You did say JSN. So what is do you have an absolute favorite Buckeye receiver then?
I like them all. No.
So you don't have like a 1.1, like you just like them
no,
all.
I think
they're also good and different. Yeah, they're all
next year will probably be my favorite just because he's going to be awesome. I could always make her tack on Cade Stover at the end. He's a Buckeye tight end, that plays for Houston Stack. But I can pull somebody out yet.
I like it. Rudy can't start a pup. He is the pup. Indeed. DJ Quill, from one lady to 2 others, must say it's a treat to watch you 2 talk ball. That is awesome to hear. DJ Quill. Yeah, DJ Quill has been on Who Aim stream before, so shout out. That's awesome. Awesome to hear. Steve says, I'm really worried for missing no scat. No, we did get Scatabo. So yeah. We're good. We're not going to do Rogers, but we did get Scatabo.
Can you pull up?
What percent for Jeremiah Smith for Missy in 27?
Let's look at our picks on the board here.
Oh yeah. Oh shoot. Thank God you're keeping me on track here. Okay. We don't need to do that, but ADP is a lot of tight ends.
Let's go Goddard.
I like that. Okay. And then we can talk through. Now we have time to talk through everything else. I think Goddard is a great first tight end. And yeah, that was my bad one.
That's all right. I'm sure I will do the Marvin Harrison Jr. thing and take Smith way too early. at the 1-2 term probably is where he's going to go, or anticipate him to. But so yeah, I'll be all in. I think he'll definitely be the number one wide receiver.
Right.
It's such a quarterback heavy draft. Yeah. I don't know if he'll go in the top 5, but he could if somebody, doesn't need a QB.
Right. Did you want to pull up like a Tajay Spears here, get our 4th running back, or do you want to pull up McMillan or anybody else top of ADP that you like?
I'm not a big Spears person.
Okay.
Let's go Boston here. Denzel Boston.
Okay. There we go. We got it. So then we'll be at 3-3-6-1. So probably the way we built it, I think. What do you think? A 3-5-7-3, kind of nice and balanced? Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Let's filter just on RBs. Let's see who's might be.
Yeah, let's plan that out. We are going to be back up. Let me see. We will be back up at 165 and 172. So in that area by ADP, you've got, obviously Kamara is falling now, but you have Jaden Blue, Kamara, Dylan Sampson. So
I'm good
with
those. Lloyd Sampson or Mike Washington would probably be some of mine.
Yeah. Where are you on Blue? I've been raising him up.
I was in on him, and I'm kind of now not as in on him. There's a lot of question marks there.
Yeah. I think it's fun. It's fun that just to be the Dallas offense. I love that week 17 game, obviously, but yeah, no, I've just started drafting him more. Yeah, I agree. DJ Quayle, that was a great, the Goddard was a sharp call there. Terry McLaurin. Oh yes. Another good OSU receiver. Of course. Yes. Do you love Terry? He's such a good guy too.
There aren't many bad wide receivers that come out of Ohio State. We're not so much a QB school, although, Stroud may come around and, prove us wrong. But linemen were great. Linemen, we got you covered.
Yeah.
And wide receivers.
Yeah. PeanutPunch will be on deck at after this is Steve, and then PeanutPunch is after that. So yeah, we got the scat. We got the scatabo. Fell to us too. Didn't even have to try to force a reach. Okay, McMillan goes. We have these running backs here if we want to get excuse me, our 4th running back. Strange is there. Jacoby Lane, who's flown up boards. There's Terrence Ferguson, I will say too, if we want to consider in this range, because it's a different bye week from.
Let's go grab Ferguson.
I like that call. A lot. So get Ferguson.
We'll grab a wide receiver.
Yeah, and then
a running back on the way back around.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get Ferguson. And are there any other ones that I missed that you want to queue up? This is by ADP.
No, I think those are good.
Okay. I actually don't mind Kamar, but I think he's going to fall more since he'll probably miss a few weeks. But these are all, as our 4th running back, I'm fine with any of these. So we'll see what comes to us here up in 4 picks. Yeah, I like that Ferguson pick. I definitely want to get more here in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, doing my part to try to help out there.
Yeah, and a little, Rams correlation. Obviously, I just like team stacking good offenses too. So, all right, and none of these. Oh shoot!
I wanted Washington because of different.
Yeah, Sampson is week 11, and we have 2. That's the only problem.
Yeah, we can go ahead and get Blue. We'll give him a shot.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, if we're only doing 5, having 3 week 11s, unfortunately.
Yeah, I really was hoping Washington was going to fall.
Yeah, almost had it. 1 pick away. So with just a couple picks left, we sit 3, 4, 6, 2. So we'll probably tack on 1 more running back, 1 more receiver, 1 more tight end. Yeah, I should queue. Not having any Steelers on this is wild, but I think Kate Odden would make sense. So he does have the same bye as Goddard, but I'm fine with that. Fine. And then, probably 1 more of each here. But I'm liking how this team's shaping up. I think it's nice and balanced. A lot of good offenses. Obviously, the stacks I absolutely love. Baker, even if we don't get them stacked, I think we just had to do it.
For sure.
So, I like it. I like where we're heading here a lot. So do you just like drafting in general then? So you said you don't go crazy with the dailies. You like the drafting. You talked about the soccer, any other sports that you draft specifically? Basketball. You were one of the ones drafting baseball, right?
Baseball, I do. Yeah, I do baseball as well.
So how are the Dinger Sweats going?
My teams are not doing so well. They're fading and some injuries have hit me.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
We'll see. It's still early.
Okay. Is this the second week of semifinal, or where are we at? Where are you at right now?
Yes, this is the second week of playoffs. So it's 2 weeks long. So this is the first week of the 2-week period, and baseball 2 weeks. And then the finals.
Okay. So this is the semifinal sweat right now, right? Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. Well, good luck, even though you're having some injuries. Hopefully it can still, find a way. How many semifinals teams do you have?
I have 2 dingers out of, I only did 25 teams, I think.
Oh, okay. That's awesome.
Then I have some of the other smaller contests. So I think I have 8 teams total.
Oh, that's awesome. That's great. That's great.
There's still some stuff. And I have a couple that are doing okay in the smaller contests as well.
Yeah, I hope you can get a final sweat. Steve never looks at his stuff. Like I don't understand. I mean, the sweat is the fun part, and he'll be like, I'll look late. Like he'll look at like the last day. He doesn't like participate in the sweat, basically.
All right, let's see who we got here.
So Auden may come back. And then this is by ADP. Let's see here. I mean, yeah, why don't we take Auden and then we can queue up here as long as this person, well, they have 4 tight ends, so I'm hoping they wouldn't take Auden. So we would get the old Baker stack. There we go. Kamara goes at the fall. We get Auden. We get the Baker stack. We're up in 6, looking for running back, receiver. So I'll just queue those 2 positions, sorted by ADP. I mean, this isn't my favorite area. I mean, I haven't taken a ton of Ted Hurst, but if you wanted to, let me check out our receiver bye weeks. Actually, we're pretty good. Besides 2 week 8s, we're pretty good there, and just don't want week 11 running back. What's your take on Emmett Johnson?
Let's go Hurst.
Oh, I would realize it. I'm sorry. What did you say?
We could do that too, or Jalen Noel. Jalen Noel.
Yeah, let me type him because there we go.
Oh, we have never mind. No, we have no. Let's not do that because we have Nico.
Yeah, we have. Okay, so do you like Tucker? Do you like anybody else here?
No. Let's go Ray Davis.
Let me get it in. There we go. It's a different bye week too, so that's good. Okay, so we're done at running back. Then let's just queue up receiver here. I mean, we're 16 picks away, but who are some of your favorite late click receivers? I mean, I know it just
we could go Ted Hurst.
Yeah, definitely queue him up.
Let's see. Keep scroll down a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's feels like to me like there's no great picks anymore that they've I do like Torrey Horton late.
Torrey Horton, I feel like Troy Franklin has, good offense spike week. Don't mind that.
I've done a little bit of Bryce Lance lately too.
Okay, yeah, with the injury. Makes sense.
There's been talk about Darnell Mooney being traded. People have been calling about him.
Right.
So, that could be interesting, but I don't know. Booty's another player that I've been taking some of that.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. Because he's one I haven't taken a ton, but it feels like a lot of potential trade steam there. Yeah, I mean, I still don't mind like Cup, Keon Coleman, even with the injury, I think like in your last round click, those kind of things. But no, I want you to make this pick whatever you like. Again, really no bye week issues other than bye week 8, and that's just Lance. So yeah, we're almost back up. Do you have a strong lean between like Hurst with Baker, Butte, Horton, any of the, like, do you have a strong lean?
I would probably go Hurst first, and then Horton would probably be second for me.
Okay. Let's just have that ready to go here. So, man, this draft went fast. But yeah, I'm really like this team a lot.
Yeah, I was hoping earlier on that Woody Marks would have fallen back to us, like, because that would have been just a good pick to have.
Yeah, where did he go? Let's see. He went 135 to Kramer, who is.
Yeah, we would have had to taken him, pulled him up instead of Coker.
Yeah,
so pulled him up quite a bit.
Yeah,
I've been doing some lately after last night.
Yeah, I need to maybe get a few shares to get in with you and Steve. And
all right, let's go Hurst.
You want to go Hurst? There we go. All right. So look at this. Here we are. We finished our team. 3 stacked quarterbacks, 3 quarterbacks that I love. 2. We were able to triple tap Herbert, Goff, Baker. Got a really nice discount on Goff, or excuse me, Herbert. Then we go Kyron Scatabo, Ramondre, Jaden Blue, Ray Davis. Amon-Ra stacked, Nico Collins, Mike Evans, Quentin Johnson stacked, Jalen Coker, Denzel Boston, Ted Hurst stacked, of course, with Kate Otten, Goddard, Ferguson, Otten. I think it's like every room feels good, all stacked up. What do you think?
I think we're looking good. We got our rookie on here, which you have to win BBM. So we got our token rookie, and I think we did well. I like it.
Yeah. So another thing I just noticed is the Tampa stack with 2 Rams. That's one of my favorite Week 17 games too.
Yeah, you didn't have best ball overlay on.
I know. They did an update, and before Steve comes on, I need to re-up it. I just memorized that one. And let me see if we have any other. Let's see, Goff with the Bears, no, and then Herbert. That's Kansas City, I think. So, but yeah, one of my Week 17 games that feels really, really fun. And then I don't believe Kramer is a Fanspeak fan, but we'll take a look what he did just from here. 2583. But thank you for joining us. We certainly appreciate that. And he got Lamar and Dart, and not sure if he was able to backstack either, but both 2 fun. We definitely got Fields. So 2 fun, obviously, rushing upside quarterbacks there. So, well, I think we got Steve about to come on, but Missy, any final thoughts for the people here? Thank you so much for joining me. I will be labeling this right after this as I start to talk to Steve. But any final thoughts before the season kicks off here?
No final thoughts. Just go Buckeyes.
I meant to ask, do you go to many games?
Well, I lived in California for 10 years. I just now moved back to the Midwest. So I'm now in Indiana. So I'm in Indianapolis. So may go to one. I did go to the spring game this year. So that was fun. I never done that before. So I'm sure I will get to some now that I'm back in the Midwest. Now, again, obviously California teams are now in the Big Ten. It just never lined up the last couple of years for me to go to those games. So, but no, this was very fun. I appreciate you having me on, and look forward to more contests.
Oh, awesome. Well, here, you and Steve, welcome to the Fanspeak Network, joining the Fanspeak fam. One Fanspeak fam hand off to another. Missy, Steve, we both chat in Discord, so we can all say hi.
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Missy. I loved your team, and I love the conversation you had. That was a great draft you both had.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, Missy, thank you. Well, that was a ton of fun. I'm labeling this, and hopefully we have something to root on this season together.
We certainly do. Thanks so much.
All right, take it easy. All right, thank you. All right, Steve, let's chat first. Good to see you.
Yeah.
One of our Fanspeak fam, one of our very loyal Fanspeak fam. We appreciate you. Which contest did you win or come in second? I know sometimes there's a runner-up.
Came in second in the NCAA contest. So
okay, March Madness.
One game. So
okay, there we go. Okay, so yes, came in second in the March Madness. Getting to do a BBM with me. Started off good with Missy. Just a couple fun questions for you. Instead of like this or that, we want to get some background on our Fanspeak fam. And then, of course, we will jump into a BBM. So I have to ask you first, I can't remember this. Do you have a team laundry, a favorite NFL team you're rooting for?
Yes, I'm a New England Patriots fan. So
lucky guy.
in Boston.
Okay.
all the Boston teams. So I've been blessed. I have no complaints. 12 Super Bowls, 6 wins. So it's been a wonderful ride. But yeah, they're my team.
You're a lucky guy. You have Brady and now you have Drake May. I mean, yeah, like you said, can't complain, but that's awesome. I do like to know that. I think Tim D is another one of our Fanspeak fan that's a diehard Patriots fan. So that's good to hear. Okay. Your background into fantasy and specifically best ball. What got you hooked on best ball?
Yeah, so best ball, you're the one who got me hooked on best ball, Meg. So I'm an avid listener to your CBS show.
Thank you.
So I listen to UC and Mike, and I have for about the last, since the show started. I really think if there's a show I need to watch, listen to every week before an NFL week, it's that show, because you talk about the DFS lineups and each player. You go game by game. You get some advice on it, and so I think it's a really great show, very strategic. So, and you're always talking about best ball while you're on there. So
I did get that in quite a bit.
Yeah. So, and one other thing is when I play DFS, I like a late tight end build, and you always know the late tight ends. And I realize now that's because of best ball. You're not just stopping like in a fantasy league. You're not going to go past the top 15 tight ends.
Right.
Best ball, you need to know about 36 or 37. So, and I like those DFS builds where you could throw in a $2,800 tight end.
I love the cheap tight ends on DraftKings DFS too. Yeah. I've already checked it out for week 1. I think Pat Fryermuth's like 3,100. I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there into the universe early, guys. We will start our in-season content probably like the Monday or Tuesday, Labor Day or Tuesday. I'm just saying already, Pat Fryermuth. Let's lock that in, Fanspeak fam. No, that's so nice to hear, and I appreciate the compliments. That's so awesome to hear. Well, you already got my other question is, how did you find the Fanspeak fam? Sounds like through CBS. Yeah.
So last year I started playing best ball. That was the first year I ever played, and I thought I was struggling a little bit at the beginning. I remember the second draft I was in. I tried to stack neighbors, and I missed both quarterbacks, so I drafted Jameis, who ended up playing, but I didn't really quite understand. Like, I was just really building for week 17. So then I did another draft, and I had 6 straight. My first 6 picks were by week 8. And so now I have a process. You'll see me. I'm writing in my notebook. Oh, good. You can't see it. So I write down all the picks in my notebook, and I write the bye weeks to avoid that. So then I just started listening to you and Steve, and really kind of took to the advice that you both give. We're not just clicking names here. We're trying to build a structure. And, and I like the heavy running back builds. I like the late tight end builds, and try to get the stacks in there. And sometimes, when it works out perfectly, it feels really good. So, so that's my best ball origin story. I've played a lot more this year than last year. And I try to get into drafts pretty much every night at around 9:30 when I'm done.
Oh, nice.
And work. Yeah. That's
why I asked Missy, do you have a favorite type of contest? And by the way, I guess the Frenchie Sprint is out. That is wild. Now I have to update the Sprint, though. Those Frenchies fill so quick. I was hoping another marathon, but I'll take a sprint. Thank you, Missy, for the update. That is awesome. So I asked Missy this question too. Do you have a favorite style contest outside the classic contest, or even do you do like, I just like the puppies, or I just like the BBMs? Do you have a favorite type of contest, best ball?
Yeah. So last year I basically played kind of low dollar amounts. I didn't want to invest too much money, but I wanted to invest in enough teams that I kind of had a sense of whether I was good at it or not. This year it's been some more. I've stepped up a little bit and done some of the higher dollar contests, but not too much. I do the puppies, but I've been trying to jump into some of these things like the pug. I did the 3 boxers. So those are kind of these smaller, quick time box contests. There's Rudy.
Have to give you said boxer. Have to give the Rudy cam.
We have to do the Rudy cam. Yes, of course. So just kind of mixing it up. This is going to be my only BBM though, Meg. So it's got to be.
Then we've got to make this perfect. Make this perfect. I like Missy and I's BBM. Now we're going to run back and if you're only BBM, we got to lock it down. We got to get all your takes. So that's my next question. Top stands. You know where I stand on my biggest stands. Your biggest stand, your biggest fade. I asked Missy the same question.
Right. So my biggest stand is Jalen McMillan.
I like that. Yes, I remember that from Discord. Thank you.
About 35% on him. I think he's very undervalued. He has a chance to be a great third-year breakout wide receiver if he can stay healthy. I love the fact that he came back from such a serious injury last year and tried to help his team get into the playoffs. They fell short, but that Tampa Bay team was just so moribund at the end of last year. But I think he has a lot of potential. I love the fact that when he came in as a rookie, he was on the field just as much as Godwin and Evans until he got injured. And so I think the franchise, found a real gem there. So I'm in on Jalen McMillan. He's kind of my biggest stand. And in the 13th round, if I'm wrong, it's not going to cost.
It's not going to hurt you. Totally. Okay. You have a biggest fade. And by the way, we have a lot of New Englanders in here. Huckleberry, Crossbase. We know Coolers from that area too. So we got a lot of New Englanders in the fan.
Legions from around here too. Yeah.
Legions from around there too. Okay. That's awesome. That's great.
Yeah. So my biggest fade, and Steve should cover his ears, is Justin Jefferson.
That was Missy's too. Steve, you got to get with the Fanspeak fam. We're fading Jefferson. We're worried about the quarterbacks. Is it your concern?
Exactly. Yeah. Kyler just does not throw a lot of touchdowns, and Jefferson, relative to the other top receivers, does not catch a lot of touchdowns. So on DraftKings, I can take him because you have a 100-yard bonus and you have a PPR. Yeah. But on Underdog, where I'm counting on my first-round pick to get 10 touchdowns, and I see all these running backs behind him that I think have great chances at 10 touchdowns. Can't click the name. So, and I'm not a Kyler fan. So
yeah, I'm not the biggest Kyler fan. I love Justin Jefferson. I feel so bad for that guy. He seems like a good dude too, that is just, the face of the franchise, but now he's had to suffer since Kirk and Darnold left. Now he's had to suffer through last year. And then I'm worried for Justin Jefferson. So, Steve, we got two of the Fanspeak fam not aligned with you here. Okay. Then finally, let's see, we talked background, we talked team, we talked Stan, we talked fades. You talked about how you found Fanspeak. Finally, how do you feel about my crazy Scatterbo and Rogers stacks, Steve?
Sure. So you have a kindred spirit here on Rogers and Freiermuth. They're my most owned quarterback and tight end. I consider them like that. That's in case of emergency break glass. And there's a lot of emergencies, but just you can do that in the 15th, 16th round, and I think you'll have, you'll get some weeks out of them. So I just think they're both very underpriced.
So cheap,
Scatterbo, I'm middling on. I'm probably just slightly above the field. I like early running back builds. So I'm at 10% on a lot of running backs up there, and maybe less so on the receivers. So it kind of neutral on Scatterbo, certainly willing to take him, but Rogers and Freiermuth, I am very much in on.
All right, good to know. I'm labeling Missy's draft right now. Friends of Basketball, OSUMissy. Let me bring this back over, and then we will get into. So if anybody wants to join so that's saved. Missy's draft saved. Let me make sure it did indeed save. Labeling is key. Okay, it labeled it. And then we'll go back to drafts. Anybody that wants to join us, I will count it down. We're getting in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Enter. We are in and waiting for 3. Perfect timing. So if there was a pre-flow, if there's we are just waiting on 2 now. Do you have a favorite? I asked Missy this question. Do you have a favorite, side of the board, pick number, out, that kind of thing?
Yes, I like going 7th or 8th. I like hero wide receiver builds with Amon-Ra. That's my absolute favorite build. And then hammer running back for a few rounds.
I like that.
And Goff is usually very available. So that's my favorite. My least favorite is probably at the beginning. I just don't really love the 2-3 turn.
I don't either. I mean, I love Gibbs, Bijan, and Chase, but I don't love that 2-3 turn. Missy and I pulled up, as you saw, Amon-Ra got Goff, so I was really happy about that. I don't mind that. Oh, and here we are. We're
going second. Yeah,
we got second. If you still want to do a hero RB and do Chase, I would not mind that if you wanted to do that, but totally up to you. So it's
we can definitely take Chase. I like this. So if you don't want to take Bijan, let's take Jamar Chase.
Again, you got this is your BBM bullet here. Your choice. And let me check. I don't see any other. I don't believe I see any Fanspeak fam. The 7 spot was in with us last time. Maybe they're just ripping a bunch of BBMs in a row, but I don't believe I see any Fanspeak fam. If you are in here, let me know. I also love the playoff schedule, and especially week 17 for Jamar Chase. Mike Robb, earmuffs, cover your ears. But yeah, I am a little worried about the fragility of the Falcons offense. I know it's not like they were world beaters last year either, but I'm getting a little more nervous on that. So you are 100% fine with Chase?
100% fine with Chase.
Let's go. I like it. I
mean, he was the pick in every draft last year, Meg. So, I mean, it's not like he had a bad year. It's just that he had a small injury problem and Burrow was hurt. So he could easily be player number one.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. 100% agree there. And if this is your one BBM shot, I never mind, like, go get your guys. So if there's someone you want to pull up, just go get your guys. I also think it's fun to like mix up combos. I know there was a tweet about that yesterday that like, that's not as plus EV necessarily, but I do think in like the marathon formats that could maybe be stronger. Like, oh, I want to get this combo with Chase. I want to get this combo with Gibbs, that you wouldn't get on the other side of the board. But I think it's fine. I really have no problem. Like, go get your guys. So who do you tend to take at the 2-3 turn then?
I tend to pull up Kyron a lot to the third round. So that would be an option just so I get a running back in there because I don't want to. I will take 3 wide receivers if the right ones fall. I think that's fine. But I just don't really – I don't want a lot of Rice. I don't – Neighbors I've been taking lately because as the sports get better. But you're going up against people who got him in the 4th round, right? So I don't know if he's the smartest pick in a tournament like this. But
yeah, definitely. I agree. I like him better in the time box tournaments. But, I mean, if he's the guy you need, I think it's fine, So I'm definitely open to it. Whoa, big pull up there. Walker went 7. Cook 8. This is leading to some big falls where Monra goes 11. Yeah. That's wild to me. That is interesting. I don't tend to do that. Though I would say if like you wanted to do something, especially in like a time box tournament, if you wanted to like, especially one of those time box tournaments that's really loaded for week 17, if you wanted to do like, I don't know, like a week 17 game stack, like, I'm trying to think like, now Hampton's fallen, but you could do like Hampton Walker or something along those lines. I think that's interesting. Or like, Henry and Chase Brown, I probably wouldn't do it in BBM like you said, but I think in the time box that makes more sense. So
we saw wide receiver at 12, 13. That's pretty rare. Sure.
Yeah.
Almost always running back this year.
Yeah.
So.
Steve making fun of me. Totally your choice. Cue the Ron Burgundy gift, but I don't believe you. Steve, are you just mad that everybody's dogging on your Justin Jefferson? Fanspeak fam is not aligned with you on Justin Jefferson. Mike Robb saying 15 years they're going to find Scatterbo and Rogers locked in a house after Meg kidnapped him with the go get your guys. taking that quite literally. Huckleberry, I believe, is in line with Steve. So, okay, whoa, we're coming back up. I mean, major. Okay, this guy is hopefully we don't get that thrown out because that's crazy. Okay, so 23-26. This is by ADP. Again, go get your guys. What are you thinking here?
Yeah, I do like any of the top 4, but I think for a BBN, I would rather not take Bowers, I guess, because I like a late tight end build. You like a late tight end build. So let's let's stick with that. So Bowers goes. Do you want to go Neighbors, London, or Pickens? I think I'd want to go London. I think, you're scared of the Atlanta offense. Why don't we go Pickens?
Pickens? Okay.
Yeah, Pickens, yeah. One might fall back to us too.
Yep. Exactly. And then, if you did want to pull up Kyron, like we did, certainly do that. So
yeah.
Alave goes. We'll see what is open here. Okay. London does go. So Neighbors, Kyron, what are you thinking? Or anything else?
I think here we have to go Neighbors.
Yeah, let's do it. We start with major wide receiver firepower. On this side of the board, I found myself doing some like 3-6-6-3, to kind of then catch up at running back. Cause you and I both love the more robust running back. And then, potentially, hey, maybe we get another scab to the fall, but if not, we could potentially even pull up some running backs in this area, especially in this 4, 5, 6, 7 turn, I think then since we do like having more robust running back builds, there's there's no reason we can't pull up our guys when we know they're not coming back to us, especially, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So we'll be looking to take at least one running back in the next turnaround.
Oh, we definitely need to. Yeah. So as a Patriots fan, do you find yourself drafting a lot of May stacks?
No, I have about 10% May.
Okay. Yeah.
I try to get him in. I'm just not really. Hunter Henry's probably my most roster favorite because there's a late tight end, and I think he's just too cheap. I don't really understand why he goes so late.
Yeah.
At quarterback. I Rairdon hopefully will be good, but they've had 2 tight ends in the past. They had Gronk and Hernandez when, at that time in Josh McDaniels' offense. So I think Henry should be fine, and they just signed him to a contract.
Yeah.
So I do try to take May, I try to concentrate on taking him once in a while to make sure I don't miss out on him. But I haven't been taking a lot of AJ Brown because he's jumped up in the draft, and I do like to take running backs.
Yeah.
Those running backs are just too tempting to me to take AJ Brown, who I think he could have an excellent season, but he has a lot of risk too.
Yeah. No, I hear you on that. I've gotten some AJ Brown, but I definitely lean towards more robust running back builds and end up. That's why I am usually lower on these. I mean, I honestly probably do have more Pickens because he is probably like my favorite pick at this turn, and just getting exposure to that Dallas offense and everything. So let's see what this guy does. Okay, he has gone really early. Steve, I don't think this would get thrown out, right? I mean, he just did a lot of pull-ups, but they were 2 Chiefs. It's not like they're crazy egregious pull-ups. They're just pull-ups, I mean, it's maybe he's like me about Scatterbo and Rogers just earlier with the Chiefs and Swift. I mean, and Swift is a really good pick now, especially with Monongai dealing with something.
Yeah. I have a ton of Swift, so
yeah. No, I think I have a good bit. We'll see what he does here. I'm interested to see if it's like another pull-up or if it kind of regulates back to ADP. Hey, which again, I'm not one to talk. I don't mind. Like
Mahomes, is that who we take here? Or?
I hope not. Okay, Garrett Wilson, that's normal as far as ADP.
Yeah, very normal.
So that's good there. So I believe that guy was in our last draft too. Okay, so this is by ADP. Scatterbo is at the top. I'm not going to force you, but who else do you like? Even if you wanted to do another running back pull up, is there anybody else you like in this area?
I like Judkins the next best.
Okay.
And then I'm pretty matte on the
yeah.
So,
well, are you fine taking Scatterbo here as like our anchor?
I am fine taking Scatterbo. Yes.
Yay! All right. Oh, there we go. And we have, the major correlation, by the way, of Pickens, neighbors, Scatterbo. Right. So what are you thinking here? ADP, there's a lot of good receivers, or we go Judkins. What do you think?
I am thinking Judkins or Jameson Williams. Those would be
totally your call.
Yeah, I'll take let's take Jameson Williams.
There we go. I definitely think this could be a build then where we do stop at 6 because receivers, that is. And then, maybe we can double tap running back here. I think in the 70s, there's a lot of good running backs. And then thinking through, though, we may want to take Dak with one of these picks. But we have a lot of good. The nice thing about this is we have one of my favorite Week 17 games in Dallas Giants. I don't know where you stand on that. And then Chase is one of my favorite Week 17 targets in that Ravens Cincy game. Right. And I quite honestly, I like the Lions Bears too. So, I mean, when you're shooting for it all in Week 17, these are fun kind of teams to target. So obviously if Burrow were to come back, let's just think that through. If Dak were to come back, that is definitely something to think about. And then obviously, Dart and Goff are later. But that is nice to kind of have multiple potential stacks because you're certainly not going to get them all. So that is fun too. So, but I'd say, I mean, definitely if Burrow came back, even if Dak came back, I think that's something to consider. But even if we got quarterback, running back, I think that would be good to start. If we started 1, 2, 4, that's not bad. And
Yeah, I'd say Burrow's an auto click. And
yeah.
Comes back in the It's just
where did the Higgins drafter? Let's see, the Higgins. Well, and this guy took Monrod, Chase Brown. Didn't take Higgins. Higgins is here, so we'll see here. This is the Chase Brown drafter at 11, and then Lemoncello, good name, is the Higgins drafter. So we'll see what they do here. That'll probably tell the tale if Burrow falls back to us or not.
Yeah. Yep.
So he goes Harrison. We'll see. Okay, there's a chance. Right. There's a chance. I mean, someone can always take him. But if not, I agree with you. Auto clip there for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a fun week 17 possibility.
Oh my. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. It's really well, I mean, getting through those two was big. So now it's just, does anybody, because all these teams in between us don't have a quarterback yet. So they certainly could, because of course quarterbacks do have fallen this year. So only Allen and Lamar have gone. Okay, there goes May. We will see.
Yeah, you still have Daniels, right? Go and
based on ADP. Actually, Burrow has gone ahead of. Okay, there goes Hurst. One more to get through. Do we get it? Yes,
we got it.
We got it. Let's go. Right. There we go. We get the Burrow Chase stack 114. Question now is, do you want to double tap or do you want to go like a Pollard? What are your favorite running backs here? Yeah. I love Rico. Where are you thinking?
Pollard or Rico here for sure.
Okay. Your call.
Pollard, I would say.
Okay.
Both the same week, so let's
right. And not the same as Scatabo too. So okay, we will go Pollard there. 1, 2, 4. That's really nice. And got the Burrow fall and stack with Chase. Very, very nice. So that is good. We will be back up at 95 and 98. So we could potentially maybe get like another running back, another quarterback there. I think that would be fun. Be pretty balanced. I think that's around where Missy and I sat, like 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And this is why I like late round tight end. We're just seeing it play out, right? Like I looked and I am way underweight and unintentionally on, I wanted to be like with the field at least on Warren and Loveland, and I'm not. But it's like, but look at these running back and receivers that go where Loveland and Warren go. And I do not doubt those guys. I love both Loveland and Warren. It's so hard to click them over these other ones. And so I'm really hoping that I'm hitting on the late tight ends like Freiermuth, and a lot of the other ones I like, that by a combination of three of them can kind of, keep me close to these Lauren. Sorry, I am over the field on Bowers, but keep me with these elite tight ends. So
yeah, I think I'm at the field with Bowers just because, like I was saying, at the 2-3 turn, I just really just mix and match as much as I can because I don't want to lean into any of them too much. And then Loveland, I'm just a touch above, and then Warren and McBride, I'm way below. I'm very worried about Indy and their offense. It just seems like they're relying on a lot of players come back from injury, and they've lost Pittman, and really, Keenan Allen is there, but 34 years old. I'm worried about Indy's offense. I think it could be worse than last year because they were very good last year.
Oh yeah, no, they were very good last year. I took Daniel Jones a good bit last year. I haven't taken him much this year coming off the injury, but I still take JT. Earlier I was taking Pierce. I cooled on that. I've taken some downs, but probably just JT is the only one I have a good chunk of there. But yeah, I really think Rico is underrated. And I also think, just going back to McCarthy, is huge there. But I like Pollard a lot too. And then the Frenchie sprint is up. I didn't even pay attention to like how big it was or anything like that. Let me open another window just to see. Just because having fun conversations with you guys, I didn't even pay attention to that.
Hopefully we don't get a message that the Frenchie sprint is full.
Okay, it looks like it's okay. It's 11,000 entries. So wow. So it's just so 1 of 6, and then so I guess it's then. Okay, yeah, sorry. It says 1 of 6. Oh, out of the round. Okay, so weeks 1 through 14. Thank you. 1 of 6, and then it's just the big sprint. Okay, gotcha. Oh, top prize $50K, but very, very top heavy. In this one, it's $50K, and then second is $15,000. So as much as I like the sprint, this is like uber top heavy. Okay, we were almost back. So we don't have to go quarterback here, but we can.
Top
of the running backs are Dobbins. I'm not big on Chuba, but what are you thinking here?
I would like Dobbins.
That sounds good. I think getting a third running back makes sense. So let's take Dobbins, get our third running back. We're at 1, 3, 4. Is there anything out? This is sorted by ADP. Obviously some injury issues there. Do you want to get a second quarterback, or is there another player on the board here that's jumping out to you?
It would either be Dart or Pitts for me. But I think with Neighbors, I like Dart.
Well, Neighbors and Scatabo too. So
so
we've got the double stack there. I'm with you. I think Dart, Neighbors, Scatabo, and then we have the Pickens run back. I think that makes too much sense not to just go for that full game stack there. So
in this tournament, that makes a lot of sense to me. I'm not a huge Dart person, but on this team, let's do it.
Okay. I think I drafted him a ton early. I've cooled a little bit, but just that rushing upside, as long as he can stay healthy, I think you're getting that rushing upside here in the 9th round. That feels really, really nice. So thank you. Call me stop. I was thinking the same thing. This is fun. I mean, Steve and I both like robust running back builds. We kind of got forced into more of a zero RB, but we're going to make it work because we are still drafting these projectable volume running backs anchored by Scatabo, then Pollard, then Dobbins. These are clear 1As, in their teams. Also, and so, and I think we could even potentially get another running back at the turn. There are a couple I have in mind that I'd feel good. And then especially then if we still wanted to go like 3, 6, 6, 3, I feel good that we're kind of hitting it with both quantity and still getting those projectable volume guys, which I think is key.
I like the team. And we have Pollard, to set up the week 17 run back with Rodgers and Fryer.
There we go. There we go. I didn't want to say it, but you said it perfectly. I couldn't say it much better. I mean, you want another week 17 game that I don't hate, I'm just saying, if Coolers is in the chat still, my Bulldog Finals team, Rodgers got 30 points against the Titans week 15. I'm just saying, maybe he could run back that 2 years ago. He got with the Jets, he got 30 points week 15 against the Titans. Maybe he runs that back. That wouldn't suck.
Yeah. I think Coolers is as sharp as they come. So
he's super sharp. Yeah.
I listen to what he says, but he's very cynical about Rodgers this year, but I just can't. It's hard to take some of the names down there over him. And I mean, Coolers is absolutely hysterical, but he gives me a hard time because I always talk about my Bulldog Finals team 2 years ago, and I wouldn't have made the finals without Rodgers. So, but I talk about it way too often. But it was such a fun sweat. All right, so. In here did have a major run. I'm kind of glad because obviously at that turn went Dak, who we did have stacked up, Lawrence, Herbert, we got Dart, and then definitely run on quarterbacks here. We will be back up at 119. Whoa, if Goff fell, that's something to consider. ADP, one of the ones that I was going to suggest to pull up is Chris Rodriguez. I don't know if you have a strong thoughts on that. And then there's a lot of good, if we are stopping at 6, there's plenty of receivers. I don't know how you feel about Dubs in New England. He goes. What are your thoughts here? Do you want to go Goff on the fall? Do you like Rodriguez? What do you think? I think Rodriguez would be a good pick here. Goff's the same bye week as Burrow, I guess. We have a lot of quarterback capital, so let's take Rodriguez.
Okay, sounds good.
And then mine Debzola, did he go? He went. Okay, so let's see what else we have.
So top of receivers, Myers, Coker, Shakir.
Yeah, no, I have an affinity for Coker because he went to my college, which is Holy Cross. Unlike OSUMissy, we don't have a lot of NFL players. So he and Khalif Raymond are near and dear to my hearts. And I do think fair. He has a very good role there. So I think I'd be interested in him. Jacoby Myers, I don't really draft too much. I just draft him sometimes.
Unless you wanted to pull up Likely as the first tight end, that's the only other thing I could think of. But I think
we have enough Giants. So
I don't think we have to go crazy. That was a very nice way to say that. I think we're good on the Giants, but I think again, Rodriguez, if you're a Tootin' Bowl, I'm not trying to say, I'm speaking to Rodriguez at this price feels good because especially if he's getting that goal line roll at pick 119, and I know he's gone later, he's gone earlier. I am more than fine at pick 119, having another guy with some, in a 1A, 1B situation where he's having the goal line roll again on a touchdown hunting site like Underdog. Now I feel very comfortable starting receiver heavy. I think the types of running backs we got are, those guys that are going to get the goal line carries, which is very, very important here. So I'm psyched about the way this is coming out. Some very fun.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You did leave Brittany alone. Look at what Claude and I do. It's consensual and $100 a month. Leave Brittany alone. That's hysterical. Oh, Rudy came into chat, which Mike cracks me up. No, Coolers, you give me a fair hard time on me talking about my Bulldog finals team, but I had to mention that Rodgers did have a big game against the Titans that year. So if we wanted to have that as a late stack, it is Titans and we have Pollard already. So
Rodriguez, I think, is a very good pick. The Jacksonville offense might be extremely good this year. They're pretty balanced and they just might score a lot of points. Lawrence played so much better last year than he had in the previous season. So I think he's an excellent pick. Tootin is just an unknown. We don't know how he's going to handle the rigors of an NFL season, right? He didn't get a lot of work last year. Scored a lot in like a short amount of carries, but it's just Rodriguez could be their workforce.
And it just sounds like from beat reports, he's going to be their goal line back. He's built like that. He's a big dude. And Tootin's calling card is speed, so he could certainly get there, at speed, but that Steve is just as a whoa, this draft is fine. Let's get back here. So back to ADP at 143. If you want to start looking, especially with the injury to Tyson, if you wanted to look Juwan Johnson, anything else, the top of the board you are seeing that you like. Yeah. Wait, where is McMillan? We could cue that up. Well, he goes a little later.
He's still a little later. I like Johnson and Boston. Both.
Okay. Where do you want to go? Oh, we did take. Okay. So we took to our first tight end, which I think is fine. Juwan Johnson, especially with that Tyson injury. He's been on a lot of BBM winners too. McMillan or Boston? You said McMillan was your guy. I think he would be a great. So we have just 2 weeks, 6 buys. I think one of these receivers could be our 6th and final receiver. What do you think?
I think we could take Boston.
Okay. You want to go Boston over McMillan?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
We don't have a week 11 buy.
No, we don't have 10 or 11. So that works there. Okay. So we will take Boston. We'll be done at receiver then.
We could be unless we see someone that I think we really, really love, but I think we can focus on now getting that third quarterback in the second.
There we go. He's all queued up for us. See if usually I do pull him up to this range. So let's see. We'll be back at 167, 170. The sweat begins. Can we land a Rodgers Freiermuth here? Many are asking.
Yes.
But I like this. This is the way you do like a 0 RB build, in my opinion, is you go strong, but you still get those projectable volume running backs. You kind of make the sacrifice then on waiting on tight end, which I think is fine, that Juwan Johnson's our first tight end. And we still were able to get really fun quarterback stacks. But yeah, still getting those projectable volume running backs and then stopping at 6 and saying, okay, these are my guys. So we drafted them early. They're going to do their job. And then we can kind of then throw 6, 3 late tight ends, 6 total running backs. I'm feeling, I like this. I'm glad you're liking it too.
I do like it. One thing I learned playing best ball last year for the first time is that these backup running backs are not really great in like a regular fantasy league, but they're very good in best ball because they do have these big weeks. You just don't know when they're going to happen.
Yeah.
So,
do you have a favorite backup running back or late running back that you tend to take?
Late, it's been Ray Davis and Mike Washington. I think those are the two that I've gravitated toward. To take some Katron Allen too, because I'm just not sure he has a chance to start.
Yeah, it's an ambiguous backfield. I've taken a good bit of Katron just for that reason. Yeah. And we took Missy shout out. She won. We had Mike Washington queued. He went. We did take Ray Davis. So Fanspeak fam in line there. You love to see it. You love to see it.
Damon Claiborne too, because I do not trust Jones and Mason to make it through the season. So
I
have a good deal of Mason, but he's never made it through an NFL season really without getting banged up.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're going to give him a big workload if he's going to be able to handle it. So so Claiborne could be a dart that works.
So in this range, I mean, by ADP, it's that kind of that we took Jaden Blue on the last one. It does team stack, game stack if you want to go that direction. Do you want to just get Rodgers here and be done? And
I think we should look at Rodgers and a tight end here. That's
okay. I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
So let's make this pick. Schultz, because Schultz just went. So let's get our third quarterback.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, I mean, I don't know why Pat Freiermuth goes that late, but we can certainly get him later unless you want to just pull him up. But who do you like here as far as ADP? I like Barner a good bit.
It's Barner of this group.
Because where did Ferguson just went at 162? So I'd say Barner and then hope that Freiermuth falls back to us, which he has been. I don't understand why, because I think he's an excellent pick. As you can see, I have him and Barner ranked right here.
Okay, Barner and then.
Oh, wow. Jalen McMillan did almost fall back to us. That's pretty wild. Okay, so let's go Barner and hope Pat Fry falls back. And then basically with 3 picks left, hopefully we get Freiermuth and 2 other running backs, basically.
Yeah. Okay, that's the plan.
What do you think about that plan?
I think it's a phenomenal plan, man. So.
Okay, I like it. Well, Peanut Punch, if you're listening and want to come on early, you can come in after this draft wraps up. Again, these 3 Fanspeak fam won 3 different contests: March Madness, draft, and I guess Peanut Punch must have won or been back up in the Super Bowl contest. Shout out to my prop for setting those up. And we are talking about some fun things we can do with our Fanspeak fam in season 2. So stay tuned for that. We're hoping to do a very long stream the Saturday of Labor Day weekend, and we can talk through some of the fun things we can do this in season 2. I asked Missy this question. I meant to ask you this question. Yeah. Do you do a lot of like Underdog dailies? I know you mentioned DraftKings DFS, obviously from watching the CBS show. Do you get into the Underdog dailies or mainly just DraftKings DFS?
Yeah, just mainly DraftKings DFS, and then I have 3 leagues that I'm in. So I still play in some traditional leagues. They've been leagues that have been around since the 90s. So
okay, that's awesome.
For a long time, yeah. So it's really fun. And I have not really gotten into the Underdog daily streets. Maybe I'll dabble in it a little bit this year.
Well, good news. We are Steve and I will have 1, if not 2, DraftKings DFS specific shows. Again, we're gonna release the full schedule that Saturday of Labor Day weekend, but we will have 1, if not 2 DFS specific shows. And then we'll do a Saturday members only where we kind of do it's not like a live up to lock, but it's like the Saturday, kind of last look for DFS. And then we'll probably throw in some last Underdog drafts too. So we will have plenty of content here on YouTube and Substack for you and anybody else super interested in DraftKings DFS. So
fantastic. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
Okay. Do we get Pat Freiermuth? We will see here. There is some other good, I think, running back falls here as far as ADP. I know Kamar is injured, but I do think in the 190s as your 5th running back, it sounds like he could be back in September. So I wouldn't mind that. Are you fine going Freiermuth first, locking up the stack?
Oh yeah.
Yes, we did. You talked about it from the jump. We got to get a Rodgers Freiermuth. We get a Rodgers Freiermuth with the Pollard run back, which you called out when we got Pollard.
Yeah.
I mean, this is all coming together. I like it. All right. So what do you think here? Your choice. I know we want to focus on 2 more running backs. What do you like here?
So I agree here with your brother. I like Brian Robinson here.
Yeah.
I think he's got a good opportunity.
Yeah. And nice and spaced out, then we will have if we get Brian Robinson, we will have 5 different buys too.
Yep.
So that's pretty fun as well. All right, so we're locked up there. One more running back. Any other, since that's what we're focusing on, I don't even mind. I don't mind handcuffing. If you wanted to do Najee, you mentioned Katron. Any other late running backs?
I like Claiborne.
Okay, yes. Let's see there. This is sorted by ADP.
Yeah, I don't hate Helani. I'm just not sure.
With your last pick of the draft, it is more, I don't hate this guy as opposed to I love this guy.
I'm not sure what's going on in Seattle, but the running backs certainly scored.
Coolers and Mike Robb have like the freaking funniest comments. Of course, Mike Robb sometimes coming in as Rudy Schaub as well, but that was hysterical. Coolers.
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be any fun for me to be curmudgeonly Coolers. Let's get along. Let's agree on this team, and things flow a lot better. That's
No, this team is fun indeed. And PeanutPunch, if you're watching, come in anytime. If not, we can just chat it up in the meantime. But yeah, PeanutPunch is our 3rd Fanspeak fam as part of Friends of Best Ball. I think we decided, brace yourself if you saw the Hurricane bourbon tasting that was last Friday. I think Steve is going to be my Friend of Best Ball next Friday. And we're going to do another bourbon tasting because that's what something my brother and I love to do together, and doing it virtually and drafting best ball seems fun.
It's very fun. We're about to head into international waters as a family, so there'll be no best ball for the next couple days. But
where are you heading, if you don't mind me?
We're going to Miami to take a cruise in the Caribbean. So
that's awesome. That's so fun. And are you heading out that's very fun.
Wife and daughter and I we're leaving tomorrow morning. So
wonderful. Have an amazing trip. That is so fun.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it. It's a week between camp and school.
And
that week every year if we can.
Read the friends category in Steve's life. Steve is one of my besties. He's one of my besties.
Yeah.
He's one of my best friends, I promise, in real life and in best ball. Okay, so we will see. I will say, if Alvin Kamara falls to the final pick, that doesn't seem right unless I'm missing some news. I understand it's an MCL sprain out for a month, but being the 6th running back, I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? I mean, it might get taken, but that just seems wild to me.
With him. Yeah, I don't. I'm not huge on him this year. He might be toast, but I'm okay with in the last round. Any of these is fine. I think Katron, I'd have a slight lean there.
Okay, it's totally your call. I'm just surprised because I think in the draft with Missy he went, I want to say the 16th. It was a fall, but it was still like in the 180s or 90s. Whoa, someone took. I hope this person's wrong on Drew Aller. Holy smokes. Okay, so your call, last pick. What do you think?
We could take Kamara. I think.
No, I don't want you to pressure. If you want Katron, it's totally your call. I'm fine with either. So.
All right, let's take Katron.
Okay, I could tell you wanted that, and I just realized Katron, Chris Rodriguez. There is week 17 like skinny there. So this is very exciting. The guy who took Aller, what was happening there? That is interesting. Interesting. Okay.
Paid his entry, so.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so Steve, I'm reading our team 3663, like we talked about since we went receiver early. Burrow, Dart, Rogers, love it. Scatterbo, Pollard, Dobbins, Chris Rodriguez, Brian Robinson, Katron Allen. I like that. And then we have Jamar Chase, George Pickens, Malik Neighbors, Jamison Williams, Jalen Coker, Denzel Boston. We stopped at 6 since we went so strong out of the gate. And then Jawan Johnson, AJ Barner, and Pat Fryermuth. We obviously have all 3 of our quarterbacks stacked up. We have a big week 17 game stack with Dallas and the Giants, obviously. And then, of course, we have Rodgers, Fryermuth, and Tony Pollard. I really love this team. What do you think?
I like the team too. I think it's exactly the type of team, except a little more wide receiver heavy than I'd like, but it's just necessitated by our draft position. So
yeah,
I think we got those middle round running backs that could be the lead running backs in their team and could be the touchdown scorers, and that's what we want here on Underdog. So
yeah. I'm going to label this right in front of you so we make sure this. Oh, I got to hit refresh. There was no other Fanspeak fam, and then PeanutPunch has joined us. That I'll bring him in before you head out. And but let me label this friends of Best Ball, Steve and 821. And we will be able to track this season, Steve. This was a ton of fun. I had a blast drafting with you. Any final thoughts for the people as we wind down draft season and then get ready for NFL in season?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, if you're on the fence about playing best ball, and you should just definitely give it a try. There's $3 tournaments on DraftKings, and we don't really like the DraftKings interface, but that $3 tournament on DraftKings is kind of always there. So that's a point, I think, to best ball. And it's great if you have a busy schedule. You just need a half an hour in your day, and then you're done for the whole year. You don't have to worry about lineup changes. You don't have to worry about injuries. It's gonna ride out as the season plays out. And I had so much fun last year playing and hanging out here on the Fanspeak network with you. So just give it a try and see if you like it. But I've really taken to it, so I think I'll be a player for life. So
I love hearing that, and I love hearing how you found us too. Here you could say hello to PeanutPunch. As Steve leaves, PeanutPunch joins us. But to Fanspeak fam, we just all are passing in the night. The ship's passing in the night.
Nice draft.
Thank you. Yeah. Steve, I truly love that team. So that's going to be a fun one to sweat out. So Steve, we appreciate you. Look forward to seeing you in chat and seeing you in Discord, and appreciate you being so supportive of Fanspeak Network and Fanspeak Substack. Appreciate you.
Well, thanks for having me, Megan. Thanks for having me today. It was a lot of fun.
All right, I had a blast. Thank you so much. Have a great trip too.
Thank you.
Okay, so we are with our third guest here, PeanutPunch. How are you doing? You won one or second place. It must have been the Super Bowl contest, correct?
Oh, the playoff challenge?
Yeah.
I had a really good chance. I was one of the top favorite teams in one of the playoff, and my team crashed in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
That's why I still made some money on it, but not what it could have been.
Okay, but in our Fanspeak contest, you wanted to come here, and I am so excited to draft a BBM with you. So instead of like the this or that game I play with other friends of best ball, I just want to get some behind the scenes with our Fanspeak fam. So I have to ask you first, and I can't remember if you've shared this in Discord or in YouTube chats at all. What is your favorite NFL team?
Oh, the Chicago Bears.
Bears. Okay, so Bruni and you are lockstep. Big Bears fans. Obviously, an incredible run last year. Have a very fun team and coach to root on. So love to hear that. Okay, your background. I know you've been on with Who Hames, doing a ton in the best ball, a ton of best ball drafts. How did you get into best ball? Like, what got you hooked?
I started in like 2017 because of a friend, and I did a lot of standalone best ball, like not tournaments. I was totally against tournaments up until like 3 years ago. And then I dabbled in, and then I've been all in since. So
so did you play on the actual draft app before they went to Underdog purchase?
No, I was on FFPC.
FFPC. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Wow. You have a long origin story back to 17. That's awesome. Okay. And then your biggest stands for the 2026 season. You know what mine are. If you know Scatabo and Roger Stack, what are your biggest stands this year?
I don't really have an exciting one. My biggest stands tend to be lower players. So like Trey Tucker's really, I have a ton of Trey Tucker.
I like that. That's fun.
Where he started flying up the boards.
Yeah.
Nobody exciting is my stands. I guess Kyron and maybe AJ Brown are probably high owned players.
On the higher owned on the early side. Okay. Any big crazy fades of early guys?
My biggest ones are JSM because of where he's being drafted. But I have a little bit. I'm sprinkling a little bit. I just think he had an outlier year. I mean, and changes the offense. I just don't. I think you're drafting him there trying to get what you got last year. And I don't know. You need what you got last year if you're going to draft him there. So there's other guys I'd rather take there.
I'm with you on that. In that, I don't doubt his talent. I'm really worried about Kubiak leaving. Like, I think people don't bake in enough of the positive and negatives of offensive coordinator changes. So you kind of said the offensive changes. So you're kind of concerned about Kubiak leaving as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of unknown, and then Shaheed with the off season with them could get some more touches. Up still there. Horton's hurt right now, isn't he? I thought he was hurt, banged up a little bit.
Yeah,
but Horton too. So I don't know. I think that things could change there. So I mean, any hit to his targets could really make him not worth that value.
Yeah. And then 2 final questions. Just have to know, how did you find the Fanspeak network? It's always good for us to hear the origin story there.
I love following draft streams, and then I always get on in January, and you guys were on early, and I got Steve's rookie analysis got me hooked. So and then
the dude
from
knows
there,
he knows ball. I can say this as a sister. And he used to cover, the Senior Bowl when we had the draft simulator with the website. He used to cover the Senior Bowl for like 9 years down there in Mobile. Like he truly has a scouting eye, and I trust Steve's rookie analysis. I put him up against anybody. I think next year he's going to work more on dynasty stuff, more rookie analysis, maybe rookie model, that kind of stuff. Cause he is no joke with that. I trust him. Nobody's going to have 100% hit rate, but the guy knows rookies. So that's great to hear. That's awesome to hear. And finally, I have the crazy Scatabo Rogers take. Any thoughts on my Scatabo Rogers take? Some people give me a hard time. Some people are lockstep. Our past two, both Missy and Steve, were kind of like, it's fine, but like not one way or another. Do you have a strong take on my crazy stance?
I like Rodgers where I don't like Rodgers, but I like where he's being drafted. I scoop up plenty of Rodgers just because I think he's too late still. Scat, I'm not out on Scat. I don't want to be too in on Scat either. I just think with the offense and Nagy, and there's a lot going on there that.
Well, I think I got 2 Scatabo teams already, so I won't be bullying you. No, but this is your BBM with me. No. It's a partnership, but you make all final decisions. So we are getting into a BBM. I'm going to count it down. So anybody that wants to join us, I'm counting down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Enter, confirm there, and 8 more. So timed out good. If you want to join us, there is room. I've asked the other 2 this. Do you have a favorite kind of pick number that you like to draft at?
I like 3. 1, 2, or 3, obviously, but 3, just because then I'm going to get one of those top 3. I like Chase. To me, they're in a different tier than anybody else. Then it's like a mix and match because I don't like JSN so much. Puka's injury. I take Puka at 4 just because I don't want to be out on him. But then round 5, I mix and match.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. I don't mind. I do like the back because I do get to tend to be a little more robust running back builds. I do like the back half of the board. I also like if I could get Lamb, I love that. But, or being able to double tap running back. I've tended to, if I don't get one of the first 3, I do like, I don't mind like 11, 12, that area too. So
I like that pocket of receivers there at the end of round 2. Like there's a nice pocket there that's nice to be able to get 2 of with a stud running back, or even go heavy receiver with Chase or something.
That's what we just did. We got Chase, Pickens, Neighbors, and that is a fun start for sure. Let me ping our Discord. Oh no, we're down to 3. I was gonna say I can ping our Discord. We're down to 2 more for this one, and we will see which pick number we are at here.
I hear that countdown and I just start itching. I'm ready to jump in.
Yeah. And what is the BBM? I think it's over 70 now. It'll be interesting to see what fill rate it gets to this year. How much BBM do you typically do?
The last 2 years I maxed it. This year I made a conscious effort to cut back on BBM specifically, but I'm still at 75 teams. I was only trying to do like 30, but so I'm still about half.
Especially when you're watching streams and stuff like that. That totally makes sense. It's over. It's closing in on 71% filled now. Yeah, I do less BBMs and more of like the other breeds that have good advance rates. We didn't get the pick number you want. Buddy Man. Oh, well, look at this. Chad Candle's at the 1. Our guy Chad Candle. I think he was streaming earlier today, so I don't think he's streaming. Buddy Man at the 2, who is a Fanspeak fan member. We are right smack in the middle at 6. So not the ideal position as we were talking about for you, because you said you like the early picks basically.
Yeah, I mean, I like McCaffrey, JT, Amon-Ra.
Yeah. yeah, would be fine. As you can see, they're my middle rankings as well. And then by ADP, that's where we sit here. Yes, Buddy Man is in with us. Awesome. So we will give a team review after, of course, for our Fanspeak fam. Thank you so much, Mike, for joining this. Yeah, he's at the 2, we're at the 6, so we're not right next to each other. I don't think Chad Candles. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he streamed this morning. Maybe he must just be enjoying his Friday afternoon in the streets. But Chad, if you jump in the stream, good to see you as always. All right. So yeah, we'll see what plays out here. What are your exposure to these 3 players? Do you have one more than the other, or who are you the highest on?
Probably Amon-Ra, then JT, then McCaffrey.
Yeah. I think I have a good bit of all 3 because I don't take much Puka and JSN, so I have a good bit of all 3. So I'm totally open to any of those, any 3 of these, or anything else that catches your eye as we come up here at pick number 6.
I was out on McCaffrey last year and I tried to fade him. I had like 3-4%.
Yeah,
and that hurt while he was healthy. You know? So,
yeah.
I'm like, you know what? I better not do that.
yeah. If he has a healthy year, okay. So they are there. We're not in on JSN. Your choice.
How about JT?
That works for me. We go JT at the 6th spot here. We'll pull up the board here, watch it play out. We'll be back up at 19 and then 30. So that sounds good to me. Yeah, like I said, I have a good bit of all 3 of them just because I don't take much JSN and Puka. So
sometimes JSN falls to like the 108 and stuff like that. If he does that, sometimes I'll scoop him up just to be unique.
Yeah. I saw you've been on with Huheems this summer. Have you been on with him recently?
No, I've only been on there once.
Okay, you were on once. I know I saw part of it. So I was like, that's very cool. Do you get into the drafters and DraftKings streets much?
DraftKings, no. Or I've dabbled a little bit, but drafters also, I don't like their interface, but I mean, I had some credits to use. So I did some drafters this year. I tried to stick mainly to Underdog this year and tiny bit of FFPC still.
Okay, nice. Yeah.
They do a super flex tourney and it's the only one that's out for the pre-draft best ball. Okay. So I get the super flex itch and I was doing some over there. So
oh, nice. Okay. So the super flex that just came out on Underdog, are you excited they brought another super flex back to the Underdog streets?
I am. I don't necessarily like the structure of it, so I'm not going to max it, but yeah, I've already been drafting some of them.
Yeah, Steve and I were talking about that last night, like dabbling with it, throwing in 10 entries or something like that, feels fun. Mm-hmm. Because to make finals, you make around 200, I believe. And shout out to Mike. There is a drafters promo this weekend. Draft 5, get 1 free. A couple of people posted that in the Discord, so definitely shout out to that. I do love the cumulative season long, and so I will definitely want to take advantage of that. Okay, so we are almost back up here in 2 picks. I'll sort it by ADP. 2 running back falls here.
A-chain, hopefully.
So your choice, or Bowers. What are you thinking? So Hampton, Bowers, what do you, any of the receivers here?
I was A-chain there. I don't know, Hampton, Bowers, or Nico for me.
Your choice. I'm fine with any of those 3.
Let's roll with Hampton. Let's do the double RB.
Yeah, let's go double RB. I like that. And Hampton falling to 19 feels nice too.
I don't love Hampton, but he keeps falling. Like this last week, I've been seeing him fall a lot.
Yeah. So I bumped him down in my rankings with the whole quotes, we're going to ride hot hand, that kind of stuff. But he's looked great. I know he looked great in the joint practices this past week. So, while I bumped him down, I already had a good bit, but I'm fine taking him, especially at this pick number, because I do want to be attached to that Chargers Mike McDaniel offense. So, it was a tough blow with losing their center, Biotish. The poor Chargers, their offensive line injuries is just year after year after year.
With their offense being so potentially creative, I'm just concerned about his usage and how how many touches he gets.
Right. But I do think this is because there's definitely a lot of receivers in this area if you want to, go back to receiver, or do you do any like like what is your favorite like build structure that you find yourself landing on a lot this year?
I try and do a little bit of everything. So
yeah, absolutely.
I try to make a conscious effort to draft more balanced teams this year than the extreme ones. But I'd still love to do the extreme ones. So
yeah. That's fair. Whoa, I mean, this would be quite a fall. Okay, Pickens goes. I was gonna say if he came there, that's wild. All right, this is top of ADP. What do you think? Okay, yeah, that makes sense to me. Getting our first receiver there, and there we go. Perfect. Okay, we'll be back up in 12, so I'll put the board back up so you can be right at the middle there. So we'll be back up at 43 and 54. So.
What's New Orleans week 17? I don't even remember.
Atlanta, I think. I'm pretty sure it's New Orleans, Atlanta, because I know I've heard people talk about like sometimes at the turn you can get, and I'm surprised the guy, Buddy Man. So Buddy Man, some people do the double Atlanta and then New Orleans. So I mean, listen, I think it's good, especially when you're doing volume, mix it up. It's not like you want to get all, one type of game stack or anything like that. So, but I have seen that as a stack that some people do there. So
I've been pretty off Olave this year too. I mean, I don't have a ton of them.
I don't have much. I don't have a ton either. Yeah. So
but at this point with Tyson being hurt and I just kind of feel like he should be going a little bit higher. So now I'll start scooping him here.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. All right, so we will be back up at 43 here. So as a Bears fan, like our Justin Burney, do you take a good bit of Caleb stacks? Are you taking a lot of Loveland? What Bears are you the most in on?
The cheapest of the pass catchers, so Dunze.
Okay, I like that. I've taken probably him the most too for that reason, basically.
Burton's exciting. I mean, there's a lot of, I guess, unrealized upside there, but it's just so risky where it is. I don't know. There's other guys that I'd like to take with similar, I believe, upside that are later. So I'll take the cheap one, and I sprinkle in a little Loveland. But
I said pre-draft or during the draft season, I want to be like, he's one of the ones that like Bowers. I want to be a little overweight the field. And I just can't get there just because there's so many other running back receivers that I do like, obviously where he goes, but I get it. He's awesome.
Caleb hasn't shown that he can play a full 4 quarters. So like until I see that, it's going to be hard to really buy into so many pass catchers. I'll just take the cheap one if I want any kind of piece. And I don't usually stack up Caleb too much.
Right.
Unless he falls. Sometimes he falls around.
Well, I was going to say, that's the thing. I like Caleb. It's just his price has been expensive all year and relative to the other guys, quarterbacks. And so that's the only really reason. And his pass catchers are expensive. So it's just an expensive stack. So I don't have as much Caleb, which does worry me a little. I think but there are 2 Bears there. I do like Swift a lot, obviously with the Monongai banged up. Or if you did want to go Loveland, what are you liking here, top of ADP?
I guess let's do the trifecta. Let's go with Scat.
Oh, right. I mean, you're not going to hear. I didn't want to bully into it, but you're not going to hear. Let's go. That's all right. 3 Fanspeak fam drafts, 3 Scatabo teams. Clip it. Does it get better than that? I don't think so.
The way the board falls now, too, that we're going to give a receiver in the next round. We're going to have an option at a receiver. So
yeah. And Mike says, I think the Burton injury makes Roan the clear guy to target at ADP right now. I agree with that. Yeah, there's a lot of, since we're up in 9, I'll stay here. If I don't know if Burton falls, if you want to take him, Terry, Evans, JMO, what receivers do you like in this area? We'll be back up at 54.
If Burton falls, but then to me, out of those, JMO probably.
Yeah, I like that a good bit. Too. We'll see what comes back to us. Loveland goes like you.
I don't hate Adams either.
Yeah, absolutely. I like, honestly, I like all these receivers. So you pick whatever receiver you like. I like all these receivers. I will say, week 8 is the only one we do have Olave. I mean, but you can still work around that even if you wanted Evans. So, this is we're in a good spot here.
I like Evans. I'm just trying to slow down on him. It would be in his age and the injuries and
Yeah, absolutely. So Chad Candle's on the clock now. He goes Watson, and on the clock. Oh, he did a little pull up with Javonte and Higgins in this one. That's, I mean, yeah, you're mixing up the combos, you know?
Yeah.
This is the time of year to do it. What's going on? OMG, man. I love OMG Man's fan. Absolutely hysterical. What is going on? Good to see you. Another Steelers fan. And I mean, I'm a Washington fan, but my parents were Steelers fans and then became Washington fans. So I had a picture of me and my dad's Steeler hat when I was a kid. And he, OMG Man's fan, commented he's a Steelers fan. Based on my exposures, definitely a Steelers fan this year for sure. But no, I am.
Couldn't tell.
Yeah, couldn't tell. You lit up like a Christmas tree when he said, "Let's go, Scott." I did. Okay, we are about to be, and tons of receivers still here. Burden did go to the guy that took Loveland. So what do you think here? Do you want to go J-Mo?
Jameson Williams? I go J-Mo probably.
Let's go J-Mo. That is, let's do that. I like that. That's fun. And then we could put the board back up here. He said, "You failed me, Peanut." I guess he wanted to see me not get 3 Scatabo in a row. Come on, Steve. Shouldn't you be rooting for me to get my favorite guy? I mean, come on. I wanted to post the Braveheart hold gif. If only you could YouTube chat.
You got to tell me before.
Yeah. Not tight. Good call, Missy. Not tight shorts, Mike. That was hysterical in Discord. Yeah, we could have taken tight shorts, Mike. He did have the same bye week as Olave. I would have been happy. Any of those receivers were awesome. I did light up. And yeah, good to see my other Steelers fan in here in chat.
It reminds me of Barkley's quads last year. It was last year.
Yeah. Tight shorts, Mike, and then Barkley's quad. Who did they call? They used to call Quadzilla. Was that AJ Dillon? I feel like that was AJ Dillon. I remember they called someone Quadzilla, and I think that was AJ Dillon. I could be making that up though. They called someone that. I think it was him.
He was a beast for a year, right?
Yeah. He was like that goal line beast. Yeah. Was that when it was like the tandem of he and Aaron Jones, I think, in like the early 2020s, I think. Like around, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Getting old. My memory doesn't work that good.
Neither does mine. All right. So we will be back up at 67 here. We sit at 032. I think a lot of good receivers in this area too. We can start talking about it. As far as, stacks, we don't have anything yet, but if you wanted to go like an early quarterback, Lamar and May are there. Top of ADP, Lamar goes is Tate, Tyler Warren, BTJ, Marv. What are you thinking here?
I'd cue Tate, or no, Warren and Marv.
Warren, Marv, that works.
Or
I was just talking about how I don't have as much Warren this year, and so I definitely wouldn't mind. And then you got the correlation with JT, so I think that makes sense. I'm
okay with Naked May too, I guess.
Yeah,
there's some late stacks for him.
Yeah, yep, absolutely. So okay, so Warren goes. I'm fine either way. Totally your choice. We'll see what this guy does.
I do like Ramondre too, but I don't know if we want to go robust.
I mean, we could do that and stop if you wanted to, like that is it. I've done some 3-4-8-3 this year. Okay, he goes. So that takes that off the table. What are you thinking?
I'd go Marv.
Yeah, let's get that third receiver. I think that makes sense. So now
don't want to fall too far behind.
Yeah. So then we sit nice and balanced at 3-3, which is nice there, and we'll be back up at 78. So yeah, no, I like where we sit here. Yes, it was AJ Dillon. Okay, thank you. Okay, OMG, yeah, I'm a Steelers fan, and I am so rooting for like the whole like Rodgers McCarthy reunion full circle thing. I'm into it, but I have a ton of family and friends. I went to IUP that is Steelers fans, and so I just can't help it. I was bit by the Steelers bug this year, so I had to post the picture of, I guess, 2-year-old Meg in a Steelers hat. But OMG fan says, based on Jaden exposure, you're a Washington fan too. Yeah, I don't.
Do you have a lot of Jaden?
I don't. I have always been very worried about his fragility. So I haven't been a huge. I don't doubt his talent and obviously the rushing upside and where you get that now, but I personally am concerned that his rookie year was like the outlier as far as how many games he's going to play.
Yeah.
And even then he got banged up in the one game, went out like first drive, almost didn't play the Bears game, which the Hail Mary happened that game. And then he got banged up in week 18 and they obviously wanted to save him for playoffs. So even in the year where it ran perfectly for best ball, he even had a couple, like he's just, and the one was like a rib injury, too. So I just, and he didn't play well after that either. So I just worry about the durability there.
He's got a little bit of RG3 vibes. And
and then the mom with the aura and so there's Metcalf, there's Sutton. If you wonder, I like both Pollard and Dowdle. What do you think here?
What's the ADP? Do you mind if I?
No, that's just based on my rankings.
I like Jaden Reed out of those actually.
Let's go get Jaden Reed there. So that gets our fourth receiver, which is nice. And then I think there's plenty, one of these may even fall back to us here coming up at, it's at 91. So I'll go back to the board here. It gives me, I will say RG3 was like super narcissistic and crazy. He does seem like a good kid, a hard worker. The mom's killing the vibes with the whole, like whatever with the LSU stuff and the 5 joke and everything like that. If you watch the whiskey stream.
I missed that stream. I keep hearing about it. So I can go back and watch it.
Whoa, did we get drunk quick? It was just like, it started as just like a fun whiskey tasting and just, then we had like a tip jar thing and people were doing waterfall things and woo, and the whiskey was just flowing like water that day. It was going down well. So we had a good time. So we're going to try to run that back next Friday night.
It sounds like fun.
Yeah, you gotta have a little fun. Like Cooler said, we didn't get into our first draft until like an hour and a half, or maybe even close to 2 hours. And Coolers was like, it's fine. We've been drafting for like 8 months. It's been so long. Like it's fine to just talk and have fun too. So I don't know about that, but I that night I don't know. And the whiskey was just going down very, very well. Very, very well. Candyman's very fun to have an on-stream drinking, a little drinking and chatting with. He's a good guy. That was fun too.
There's so many good streams out there nowadays.
Yeah,
it wasn't like that a few years ago.
I know. Yeah, what was your gateway as far as streams? Like, who were some of the first best ball streamers you were watching? Like, a lot of people said like Pat Fantasy Dog Pound was one of the ones a couple years ago that was streaming a ton.
I was on FFPC, so like the GOAT District, Dan Williamson, like that stream, and then when like the beginning of Flock, like because I watched so many streams, like I've seen the beginning of a lot of people's.
Yeah, that's funny.
The Dog Pound's good too. Yeah, there's a bunch of them.
Yeah,
Toxic Tower. There's a ton.
That's right. You're in the Toxic Tower crew. Yeah, I'm in their Discord and love their shows and all that good stuff. So
I just like to support. I don't ever do Discord, so I just
No, that's fair. That's fair. Well, I'm glad I was able to get you the link for this in Discord. That worked out. Okay, so Craft Falling. There, I like Pittman, of course. What else do you like in this range? By ADP.
What's the next quarterback?
Mahomes, so ADP. We don't. I mean, Goff is our first like stack.
We could do the Mahomes and have the Hampton bring back, and like because there's some back stacks for Mahomes. But
you're totally your choice. So if you want to do that, we could do that. What else? Do you want to do that here?
Either that or Laporta and try and do the Goff thing.
Your choice.
I do Mahomes.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, and never know. Well, no, it would have to be here. So let's go get Mahomes. We have the run back with Hampton. So we're at 134. I like that, nice and balanced. Up in 10 picks, so we'll be back up at 102. So there is these tight ends. Goff did have a big fall. Then if we at 102, I've seen him fall to 115. If you wanted to try Laporta there,
does that Amon-Ra drafter have a quarterback? Or
very good question. So Amon-Ra went at 10.
Josh Allen.
He did take Allen. So, hey, buddy, you want to join the show? Yeah. There we go. He got up from his nap, wanted to make an appearance.
There he is.
Hey, bud, you want to help us draft? Yeah, buddy. He had some tummy issues last night. I gave him some pumpkin for my little pumpkin colored boxer here, and he's been doing better today. But you're sleepy, huh?
You should find a way to help him or have him help you decide between tiebreakers. have like treats in front of him or something.
Like the Super Bowl thing where the dogs pick a certain thing. Yeah. What could I do? I definitely these last couple of weeks I'm looking for anything to mix it up. Maybe have Rudy make some live picks. That's right. Oh, bud. How would we do that? All right. So we are coming around the corner here at 102. Kraft went. I don't think any Worthy went, who would be a stacking partner, but we could get Kelsey later.
And Cyrus.
Yeah. And so Pittman's still there. Laporta's still there. Top of ADP. Obviously, the two kind of injured rookies. I don't have a ton of interest there. Any other thoughts here at 102?
Can I see our squad real quick?
What's that? I'm sorry.
Can I see our team real quick?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So Mahomes, JT, Hampton, Scatabo, Olave, JMO, Harrison, Marv, and Jaden Reed. Buddy,
I think let's try and do the Laporta thing. Let's see if we can get Goff back.
I think that I
might take him
more Laporta, so I don't mind that at all. He's 110. I've seen him go early. I've seen him around AP. I think in the last draft he fell really far, so I definitely think it's entirely possible. So, not a boxer. Don't need the draft these days, Rudy. He only drafts his contests. Now he's napping on my lap, which is hysterical. You know what's so crazy, coolers? I have not needed peanut butter since Rudy got home from training. That is how well the training went for Rudy. No biting the hands, no needing. There's been no GIF since he's gotten back from but that would be a good way. 2 different jars of peanut butter, 1 in each corner, see which one he goes for. Each jar decides a player picked. I mean, that is fair. He would love that. He hasn't gotten it since training, but maybe I bring the peanut butter out to help make decisions.
That would be fun. Dude,
yeah.
I don't know how you'd set it up.
2 jars of Jif, buddy. I'm sure he would be very, very happy if I got the Jif out again. I just haven't needed it. He hasn't been biting my hands off, which is so nice, buddy?
Then he's going to want to draft with you every stream.
Yeah, exactly. It's so funny. All my boxers that I've had in my adult life have always jumped in. I've had this like office chair. It's actually, I said it when Rudy was eating it earlier this season. It's like just a big wingback chair that was at my grandparents' house that I would always visit my grandparents in this chair. So I made it my office chair and put a cute chair cover on. And all of my dogs always have jumped up with me. Rudy's no different. It's pretty cute. And so you could label the toys. Oh, he loves toys. I mean, that's true. You could do like a quick label of toys and see which one he goes to. I should incorporate that in our 12-hour stream. Well, if we get to 1,200 subs, we're going to do a 12-hour stream. Regardless, we'll probably do a very long stream on the Saturday of Labor Day to kind of conclude best ball season, because Monday and Tuesday, then I'm into in season. I was asking this, Missy and Steve, how much, like, where do you focus? And this is good to know, like, where we focus our content. How much DFS versus Underdog dailies versus NFL bets do you do in season?
I don't do dailies or DFS.
Okay.
I try not to. I try and zone out. That's my break. And I'm turned back on sometimes for
playoff. Oh, look at this. We'll see. Does this person have?
Oh, knock on wood. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. All right. You want to go for it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, perfect. All right, so we get the Goff double, which is fun. We have the Mahomes. Let me see where
we might fall behind at receiver a little bit, especially if we get Kelsey with
we got 4 at least. That is good. And if you wanted to, we could even do. Okay, but sit down. We could even do a like stop at 4. Because they are 3 different bye weeks, especially if we got like a a Chris Rodriguez type or something like that. We could even stop and then kind of catch up with volume there.
Oh, then I can't get my Coleman. I've been drafting a ton of Coleman lately.
Wait, who? Oh, Jonah Coleman.
Jonah Coleman, yeah.
Yeah, I do need to take more. So I do need to take more Jonah Coleman. I was taking more Dobbins and Harvey, and I just mixed him in a little bit. So you've been taking him all draft season or more lately?
I was heavy on Dobbins and pre-draft, so I got that was like 20% Dobbins.
Yeah.
I'm just totally off Dobbins now because I want to balance it. And then Harvey, I have, I don't know, maybe 10%, something like that.
Yeah.
And then, so I'm trying to get my Coleman. I want my Coleman numbers up around 10, 12% too. So,
okay. Gotcha. No, we could also do that too. So do you do any, are you in a state, do you do any like pick'ems or NFL betting?
No, I try and avoid it, honestly, because
really
I tried to, yeah.
just truly sweat it out.
Because once I go in, I want to be all in. So I want to kind of stay away from it.
Gotcha. That's fair. Cooler says, I used a word I've never heard from break. What is that? Okay, coming back up here, 126. If you wanted to do Kelsey, we could do that. Rodriguez, if you wanted to be done, but if you want to do Joe McCollum, we could do that. Or if you wanted like a Jacoby Myers, what do you think? You would just get a Kelsey stack?
Yeah, I like Kincaid more than Kelsey probably, but I mean, I'd go Kelsey at the stack. Yeah.
Okay. All right, then 2, 3, 4. What else? Since we're 12 picks away, what else? And honestly, I wouldn't be opposed to like if you wanted to throw more at receiver, stopping at Laporta and Kelsey too. So
yeah.
So I queued up Rodriguez. Do you like coming up at with keeping in mind we want to kind of catch up at receiver, Myers, Shakir, Shaheed, Naylor. This is all by ADP. As far as like, well, I guess Naylor would be a little bit of a pull up, but any of those that
Myers
you like?
and Shaheed. I mean, I wouldn't do Naylor, but I like Myers and Shaheed.
Yeah. And then, I mean, if Chris Rodriguez fell there, that is interesting if you wanted to. But again, if you wanted, where's Jonah Coleman going now? 146.
I wouldn't take him. Yeah, I mean, we don't have to take him here. I just he's been my target. Like I change from week to week generally who my targets are just to keep my exposures balanced. So try and do it based off the ADP movement. Try to, but
like you said, like earlier, like as far as favorite structures, like just building more balance feels good, and then just kind of figuring out how you want to finish the draft. And that's what this feels like, with two quarterbacks kind of in the middle there at 91 and 115. Both now stacked. Obviously, we went really strong at running back. Still have 4 receivers. So whether we went 3-4-8-2 or 3-5-8-2 or the first one didn't make sense. Sorry, but you know what I'm saying. We could throw more volume at receiver here, but I still think we're nice and balanced, which is good.
I think we got a lot of volatility at receiver, so I think that's actually I just feel like we're going to want a lot in this room.
Yeah, no, I do think we're going to want more quantity for sure. I agree with that. So run on the receivers obviously went. I mean, it's a little pull up for Naylor if you're interested there, or if you wanted to pull up Coleman. It is a different bye week. So what are you thinking here at 139?
Either receiver or running back.
So this is at ADP.
Can you scroll down a little bit? Or?
Yeah.
I would honestly, let's go Coleman. We both get our target.
Yeah. Right now. There we go. We both get our targets. I think that gives us optionality too. Like if we feel comfortable enough stopping, we can. If we can tag one on, we can. So I think that's good. So now we're at 2-4-4-2. So very balanced and back up at 150 and 163.
I think I like a 5.
WFN Warehouse. Appreciate you jumping in here. Always good to see you. I'm sorry. What did you say? I apologize.
No, I was saying I think I like a 5 running back build with this one with like a falling Pacheco or something like that.
Yeah. No, we can get one late. What's your take on? I couldn't believe Kamara fell to the the very last pick. I mean, I understand the MCL sprain and going to be out a month and potentially, could even be out the first month. But to me, the last pick seemed crazy. I don't know. Any other ones that you like late?
If I didn't have a lot of Kamara in pre-draft, I wouldn't. I would be scooping it the fall. But I
was just surprised the fall was that dramatic. I guess that just surprised me. But that's what's happening. I think because so many are getting pushed up. Then these dramatic falls, and of course with the Kamara thing, it's obviously the injury too. I get it, but as of now, it sounds like just out a month or so. So
I feel like the position that falls is never the one you want. Like at the end of the draft in the last round, it's like, oh man, that would have been sweet.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Excuse me. Okay, so we will be up in 3 or 4 picks here. Let me go back to the board.
I like McMillan too. You guys were talking about both your other your guests were talking about McMillan. Oh, there's Tucker.
Did he go? He just went to Buddy. Good pick. Yeah. Okay, so the Vegas Naylor went Trey Tucker. I like. I mean, I don't mind Hunter, but we talked about we're pretty volatile. So what are you thinking here, top of ADP?
I mean, Tucker, Jacoby Lane, I'd have to scroll down to with the receivers, because at this point it's kind of mixed match. I go Tucker just because I feel like he's.
Let's go. Get a little. I think we need a little more floor there, and I like that. So let's go Tucker, and then we'll be back up in 10. Okay, this is the 12 pick break, but we'll be back up at like 1. The question here is, do we do like the Rodgers back stack here? You talked about Rodgers, or do we wait, see if he falls to we could wait till 174, like go something else and go Rodgers, like Freiermuth in this area, and then get another receiver here. But whatever you think, we're back up at 163.
I think I'd want to keep trying to catch up at receiver here.
Yeah, that's fair. I like Flournoy.
We could always go Arizona quarterback or something like that. Right. I was just looking at our bye weeks, 8, 6, 14. So right now, no bye week overlap. Keenan Allen, if he fell all the way here, I think. Yeah, actually, I think he'd fit our team well, because then I like that, because then they give us an early season floor, and then we can just throw some spikes, throw some darts.
Exactly. So don't know that it'll fall here, but if he did, I'd be thrilled. I also like Flournoy. Do you like anybody else in this range by ADP?
We gotta click Cyrus. Cyrus.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't taken him yet, but I'll take him. We can go for it. I know he's having a great camp.
Very different plays, but I think I would go Keenan or Cyrus. One of the aliens.
Do you have a take on Flournoy? I heard he's having a good camp too. Obviously, I just like the Dallas offense.
I like Flournoy. I just don't think he has the upside. So I mean,
he's definitely
he's gonna give you some touchdown weeks, but which I don't hate. But
last year he had 475 and 4 on 56 targets. I do love that Dallas offense, but I'm really hoping Keenan falls here. That would be really nice. So we still have 5 picks there.
Yeah, that potential early season floor would be nice.
Yeah. And I was really happy because I was taking more and more Keenan as we were in that waiting game. And I was happy with the landing spot in Indy. I did think that was one of the primary targets, and I was very happy with that landing spot.
I'm not a Josh Downs believer, so I mean,
okay.
Oh, no, there he goes.
Oh, damn. Darn.
What else we got at receiver?
Okay, so I mean, Travis Hunter in this area is falling, obviously, though. I know people are nervous. I still take him for the upside. I think one injury and he's right, and I still think he's going to be in high usage packages and stuff like that. So, Flournoy, do you want to go Flournoy or what's that?
It's scary with Reed and Olave. Honestly, I think I'd go Terrence Ferguson.
Okay, no, I like that.
Just because I don't love any of the receiving options, and I mean, I would like to go for a big swing tight end then.
Yeah. No, that makes a ton of sense.
So 3, 5, 7, 3.
So we'll be back up at, and I was just saying, I got Ferguson. Did I get Ferguson in both drafts earlier? Did we go 3 in a row there too? Or we definitely got him in 1. Now I can't remember if we got him in all 3 too, but I was saying I wanted to get more Ferguson clicks in, and here we are successful at that. I think that the question is going to be, do we hope to get Rodgers, and then do we stop at 4 running backs and try to go 8 receivers, or, do you feel like we have enough firepower at receiver to stop at 7? That's kind of the tough call. I mean, good news
I think
is
we need 8.
Yeah. Then I honestly, just looking back at our team, I mean, I feel really strong. Anytime you do hyperfragile, the key is you need them to stay healthy, obviously. Yeah. But I think our first 3 and then tacking on some upside, I think we could. So I'd rather do that than stopping at just Mahomes and Goff,
Okay. Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. I'm trying to weigh.
Yeah. But I mean, it's up to you. Like if somehow Rodgers was taken, I assume Daniel Jones went a long time ago. Yeah.
Advancement versus upside. Like, I don't know if it's better to take a dart running back.
I talked about this last time we were talking about the Superflex draft. Like, it's just like the amount of backup quarterbacks that start week 17 and the money weeks, like it's like 1/3 of the league. And so, you have to thin a thread needle, and then you need the nuts. So having like 3 quarterback options to have potentially 3 healthy quarterback options, but also then three options who could spike when it's such a gauntlet getting through.
Who are the receivers we got available?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, we are about to be back up. So Rodgers is there. The receivers here are not my favorites. I will say it's a lot of like rising guys. My recommendation would be take Rodgers. We could then just hit receiver then. But if you don't want to do that, since we don't have that, where would you go?
I would probably go receiver. Let's go Rodgers. Let's do that. Let's go that way, and then we'll just go with 4 running backs, and then go. Yeah.
Let's do that. We'll go Rodgers. We could get Jeremy or Roman Wilson as one of them if you wanted. We'll just keep it here. What are your favorite receiver clicks in this area? Because now we're just focusing on 3 receivers in a row. Boom,
Depends
boom,
on what we're looking for. I like Douglas. I like Hurst. Jennings is okay if you're looking for. Yeah, I don't love Jennings. Vele. I like Vele. I like Ridley. If you're looking for floor.
It's a run back to Rodgers too.
Somebody to chip in. Yeah, Bernard.
I don't mind
Butte, Franklin.
Franklin's a big tar. I like Keon Coleman, though he's dealing with an injury now, but I still think he'll be back if you wanted a late click.
Yeah, sometimes they'll last round Keon Coleman.
Yeah, I mean, I just think
we could take Tyquan Thornton too if we really want to with Mahomes.
Yeah,
I don't think he's a bad option.
No,
even if he's our last pick but he's a 4th receiver for KC, they rotate.
Yeah.
So he's going to get some touchdowns.
It is crazy with the Steelers. Like Jeremy has so much potential, but it does. You do worry in a vet room like that. If they do, there's been a ton of positive camp reports on Roman Wilson, like running with what has been the recent report. But it's just sounded like he's had a great camp. He's been involved a lot, and he's been like the number 3 truly in camp and with the first team offense. So.
Okay.
I do think the wild thing is he's going to be solo owned. It's just, does he hold on to that number 3 by the end of the season? Is going to be the question.
Man, Hawkinson falls too far.
Where did he go? Is he
still there?
Yeah. Okay. So you're our 3rd Final Fanspeak fam on this show. The first 2 did not like Jefferson. I forget. Did we cover this? Are you in or out on Jefferson? Are you team Meg or team Steve on Justin Jefferson?
I am not all in or out. I'm a little below. Okay. I'm probably around 4 or 5% maybe, but yeah, somewhere around there.
Oh, I love those progressive commercials. Another T-Ferg share. Did we get 3 in a row? I think we did. Yeah, I think we did get 3 T-Ferg shares if I'm remembering correctly, which
3
is
T-Ferg and
3 Scatterbo. Yeah. I love it. I love it. This is fun. All right. So at 187, I'm going to sort it by ADP. Okay, it is sorted by ADP. Vele, Hurst, Ridley, Jeremy, Butte. What are you thinking here at 187?
I think I would go Hurst because I think we should take a swing. Some of those other Vele
we don't have any like bye week overlaps right now, so we can just take who we want. So let's go Hurst here, and then
I just think there's going to be opportunities in that offense for so there's a good chance, or he has a decent opportunity.
I kind of think the way we built this, I don't know that receivers necessarily going to have to hit the flex that much. Like again, if the running backs and tight ends stay healthy, I don't know that receivers are going to have to hit the flex that much. So, and we're throwing 8 shots in quantity at it, not much bye week overlap or no bye week overlap right now. So, I like that a ton. And I do think we've mixed a good bit of like the floor ceiling combos too, there's some floor in there. And then obviously there's some ceiling in there. I think
JMO.
Olave, JMO, Marv, Jaden Reed, Tucker, and Ted Hurst.
I kind of like Ridley on this team actually, because I just what was it? Was it Fanatics was saying his Vegas line was like 600 yards, and like that for this late of a pick, that's looking for some kind of floor.
I was totally into that. He was the run back with the Steelers too. Okay, so top of ADP is Jeremy, Butte, Keon Coleman, Cup in this area. Or we could like you said, Tyquan, Franklin. We're up at here in one pick at
how realistic do you think Jeremy's upside is?
I mean, the reports on Roman Wilson there's a pretty steady drumbeat. So again, it's just, does he overtake him? So I'm fine with either one. What do you think?
I think I would go Butte. Oh wait, what pick are we?
Yeah, 17. We can go Butte.
I go Butte.
We could do, I think Jeremy and Wilson, if you want to decide between the two Steelers, or if you just want to say screw it, we just have Rodgers as like a solo advancement piece. And potential,
I'm okay with him as a chaperone for like, maybe, you know what I mean? For a couple weeks.
Yeah. Even if you don't, and he's the type of quarterback too, that could totally, spread it out too. So even if he goes for, I mean, I remember the week 15 that I had him, that he had 30 points 2 years ago. It was mainly to Devontae and just a little bit to Garrett Wilson. But, you could see a world where it's spread out, especially with the tight end involved.
Or now Washington sprinkle in too.
There you go. Exactly. Yes. With Buddy Man, I will do a board review. Absolutely. Peanut is very sharp drafter. Curious at what is his most contrarian to the field take for the season? That's a great question.
Contrarian to the field take.
Every time I hear Ferguson, I think, about Jake Ferguson. Nobody cares about Jake Ferguson. Good to see you, Hardman.
He's old news.
He's old news. Not the new Ferguson. Okay, to answer for Cooler's question, what's your most contrarian take? Because you are a sharp drafter. What is your most contrarian to the field stance?
Like on a player, it would be like the JSN take or Butte, or not Butte, Tootin. I'm buying out on Tootin too. But I guess
you are out on Tootin.
Yeah, I'm out on Tootin.
We're lockstep. I'm out on Tootin. And I'm out
on
JSN.
It's a split backfield, and it's and you're hoping for like a good split, and it's just where he's being drafted. That's okay. I'll pass.
Yeah,
I'm with you on Rodriguez. I sprinkle in Rodriguez. I'll sprinkle in some pass catchers late in last round.
That's interesting. Two of our big against the field I'm lockstep with you. Don't have much Tootin, don't have much JSN. So
hopefully that's not a miss, right?
Yeah. Hopefully we're right together there, locking arms there on that one. Okay. Let's finish this out. Then we'll catch up with the chat, do the team reviews. And yes, Mike, I'll give you the board. Oh, no, I need to wait till after our Buddy Man and I's last picks. My bad. And then I'll give you the board reviews since we have Fanspeak Fam in here. We'll do that. Okay. So our last pick at 211, I have a lot of options. We could double KC, Troy Franklin, Keon Coleman, all upside there. Cup is another floor. Or you could do the Rodgers stack. So I think we have a ton of actually really viable options for this 8th receiver. We have no bye week issues. We have literally no bye week dupes right now.
We're double stacked on Goff, and then
we do have 2 week 11, but that's fine. So
single on.
So yeah, what do you think here?
I think in a vacuum, I like Troy Franklin the best out of these guys. But if you want to go with Roman Wilson, I mean,
you'll be low owned too, but it's totally your call. You make the final call on this. I am fine with either way you want to go on this one.
Let's do Thornton. Let's get that stack. Let's do the last pick stack. I think he's gonna have spike. I think he's gonna have some spike weeks.
Yeah. I mean, and having 8 receivers, we only have 2 bye week 11s. That's pretty impressive too. So, all right. So this is our team, Peanut. 3-4-8-3. We go hyper fragile. We went 3 out of the gate with JT, Hampton, Scatabo. We have Mahomes, Goff, Rodgers. Rodgers is not stacked. He's kind of our chaperone in this one. We have JT, Hampton, Scatabo, Jonah Coleman, 4 different bye weeks, which is good for hyper fragile build. Then when volume at receiver, Olave, Jamo, Marv, Jaden Reed, Trey Tucker, Ted Hurst, Butte, Tyquan Thornton, and then Laporta, Kelsey, and T. Ferg. So we have both Goff and Mahomes double stacked. And Rodgers, my signature and our signature, because you said you like Rodgers pick too, is kind of our chaperone, hyper fragile, got another Scatabo team, got another T. Ferg team. I'm happy. What do you think? Break it down. How do you like this team?
It's not like that running back room is not one I'd normally do, but I don't hate it in a tournament like this. I guess my biggest issue with the team would be our mix and match receivers. They're kind of feel like they're kind of pieced together kind of thing. But
I think if we only need 3 receivers to hit, I feel like it's enough floor ceiling mix. Don't you think?
Yeah, I like it. I think it has a chance.
Yeah, it has a chance. That's all we're asking for. And I will label this before you get off. Meg remembers teams from 3 years ago, but can't remember what Steve said. It's 5 minutes. That's because I'm multitasking. That's what I blame that on. Okay, let me do a quick team review for Buddy Man, and then a board for Mike before we head on out. 3-5-8-2 for Buddy Man. Herbert, Stafford, and Penix. And then you got the Atlanta. So going Penix because, Tua is not looking so good. Bijan, Kyron, Bucky, J.K. Dobbins, Vidal. I like that. With then Drake London, too. Terry, Quentin Johnson, Jalen Coker, Denzel Boston, Jalen McMillan, who we were talking about, Branch, Vele, and then Strange, Schultz. I mean, honestly, I've done that too with some of those like 2 mid-range and then stopped. I think that's fine. And let's see, you got all your quarterbacks stacked up. I think QJ and Herbert, Stafford, with Kyron. So you're soaking up all the touchdown equity there. And then Penix, a big old Atlanta stack there with the Vele bring back on that one. Because we talked about that's the week 17 game there. So stacked up your quarterbacks, really strong running back room. I think structurally makes a ton of sense. If I'm going to be thin at any position, I think tight end is, the one. So I like this team. What do you think about Buddy Man's team?
I like it. I'm with you. I'm okay going 2 tight end like that. And a tournament. Like, I mean, you've had teams advance to finals like without any tight end, so like I'm okay with that. That's why I have a hard time with the 4 tight end builds. It's just I've barely done that. I'm gonna do a board scroll for Mike because of course our Fanspeak fam, we track all the drafts. We're gonna do some fun stuff with data with that soon. And before I get off, we're gonna label the third one. I labeled Steve, Missy, and let me label this. And as I'm labeling this, any fun final parting thoughts for the people as we conclude best ball season? Oh, thanks for having me on. And just keep supporting the streaming community. There's so many good ones out there compared to what it used to be. It's awesome now. Just keep on drafting. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you. So it's all labeled PeanutPunch 821. We will keep track and watch this one. Absolutely, Mike. Appreciate you. But absolutely. Support all in the drafting, the streaming community. This has been fun. 3 Fanspeak fam drafts in a row. A lot of fun for friends of best ball. Steve and I will be back on Sunday for our Fanspeak fam. So for Rudy, who's sleeping on my lap, for PeanutPunch, I'm Meg, and we will see you next. If you're serious about crushing best ball in 2026, the Fanspeak Best Ball Guide is built for you. Inside, you'll find breakdowns for all 32 NFL teams, including coaching notes, strengths, weaknesses, and key stats to help you understand every offense heading into draft season. We've also created player profiles for every draftable best ball player, featuring advanced metrics, MVP stats, production data, and exclusive spike week charts that highlight league-winning performances. Looking for rookie analysis? Steve, our rookie guru, breaks down this year's incoming rookie class so you know which rookies to prioritize. And whether you're playing season-long, eliminator, or superflex best ball formats, you'll get strategy articles designed specifically for each contest type. The goal is simple. Put all the information you need in one place so you can draft with confidence all season long. The 2026 Fanspeak Best Ball Guide is available exclusively for paid Fanspeak Degen subscribers. Check the links below to join today and unlock everything you need to attack best ball season with an edge over your competition. Fanspeak's Best Ball Guide. Draft smarter, win more, and we'll see you at the top of the leaderboards.